Hello.
Becca's got a little roommate.
I found Johnny.
I was at the bus stop.
And I picked him up because I felt bad.
I had rocks in my pocket.
I like that one. That
I do
one's
too.
cool.
This is my fidget stone.
Your fidget stone?
She took you to Leaf. I could never visit Becca because I'd be in trouble at Leaf.
We said that when we was leaving the Barnes and Noble. I said if Jen was here, we probably wouldn't make the live stream.
No, you wouldn't, because I love Barnes and Noble.
We were there for how long inside of Leaf? Like an hour and a half, 2 hours?
Oh, we was gonna live. I mean,
We were talking about living inside of there.
They got running water. It'd be all right.
Place to take a shower.
Yeah.
I got rocks.
Yeah, Johnny got some rocks. Oh, and you got a tarot deck there too. And I got him an early Christmas present at Barnes and Noble's. I said, if you ever need to throw this out, you send it to me.
We've been sitting here, like going back and forth with this. The weirdest deck you've ever seen in your entire life. Like,
that's the one that Ona uses that we love. That's got the guy, the flower pusher.
Each card is quite hilarious.
It's ridiculous. It's so dumb. You're like, what the hell? So.
For anybody that missed it, they were live at your Festival of Lights Enchanted Forest last night live.
At my second home.
Yeah.
Because I can live there forever.
Johnny just kind of disappeared. Peanut and I were kind of doing our own thing. Our cousins were over doing their own thing. And
every now and here you hear, oh, there you are.
Everybody just kind of went off and did their own thing. Meanwhile, I'm like, I got mesmerized and trapped by the fairy lights. So I was just sitting there staring at the same tree for like 20 minutes. And Peanut's like, we should go. I'm like, no, I want to stay right here till they close.
That's what we did too.
It was really pretty.
I know Jules from one of our moderators was with you because she was asking you if you wanted hot chocolate in the chat when she separated from you.
Hi, Jules. Hi, Peggy. So yeah, we had fun, and then tomorrow Johnny goes back. So yeah.
I'll be back at some point. Who knows when now?
I'm going to send Johnny some kittens when he gets back.
You guys should have seen little chaos over there causing a ruckus before we went live.
But she might ain't nothing to tear up in the house, so she may be a little bored.
She broke one of her food bowls. I have 4 on the floor, and she slammed into one of the ceramic ones.
And before we went live, all we heard was "Let that go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let that go." Is it good?
I've pulled my mouse, all the wires up here because she was, playing with them down on the floor and pulling my mouse off, which was going to pull my tea and everything else off.
Just like everything on your desk, crash into the floor.
All you hear is, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
And little chaos is over there.
I can't.
She's so bad.
She's broken 3 things this week. She pulled I had a little table knife right on the edge of my sink. I was getting ready to wash it, but it was laying on the the edge of the sink, and she pulled it off on the floor and smashed it onto the little Fiestaware plate that I feed them canned food on, and busted that plate with a heavy table knife. It wasn't a sharp knife, but it was heavy, and it broke the plate. I'm like, row.
Straight up chaos, that one right there. She's bad. So.
And then she looks at you like, how'd that happen?
I didn't do it. So we went to Leaf and I bought a rock. I only bought 1 rock. So I was good. But let me see. Because it's the first.
But how many books have you bought this week, Becca?
I didn't buy any books. I was really good. But I found this. So this one is black tourmaline and pyrite stuck together.
Oh, wow.
And it's the first time I've ever seen anything like it. The back is like, where they dug it out of. But it's tourmaline here and then pyrite there stuck together. And I've never seen that before.
That's pretty.
So I got it and they were having a sale. So this wasn't much. It came out to what, like 60 something bucks?
Roundaboutish.
Yeah. So I bought a rock. And then Johnny bought a bunch of rocks and tarot decks.
That's I don't even know what it is anymore. Oh, it's a tiger's eye.
Tiger's eye.
And it was the last one they had, but they kept it in the back forever and ever and ever. And they finally brought it out, and then so forth.
See, this is the one I told you to take home because I
That's
have extra.
yeah. That's the. I was gonna get that one because it glows, and so
Yeah,
That's
take
cool.
that one. And this is hematite, so that's what I
because
set
that's
it
what
on.
I need is a
Tiger's eyes, very grounding, great grounding stone.
Oh, and Johnny bought a ring too when we were at Leaf. He bought a ring. It's pretty.
Looked like Mr. T before I leave.
I know.
Because Johnny's rings are like Becca's books, The Addiction.
Mhm.
It's nice though.
Ooh, pretty.
Mhm.
It's amethyst too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sit here and stare at it. Though.
yeah. That
I
one
was just
don't
laughing
get
at
this
the
one wet though because it's that
selenite.
selenite.
So don't take a bath with it.
Yeah, don't put it in the water. Don't
I
put
was
it-
laughing last night at the Enchanted Forest and everybody all bundled up in parkas like it was so cold. I'm like, we're freaking 9 degrees here, and they're bundled up in 50-degree weather like
Yeah.
it's 9
And
degrees.
we're walking around and we're breathing. We're like, oh, we can see our breath. We were so excited. We were so excited. And Johnny's over there like, you damn people from California. We're like,
It's snowing in Portland right now. It's snowing.
mhm.
I'll be all right without that.
And we're over here like dying because it's 57 degrees or whatever. It's ridiculous. So dumb. So, yep. That's about everything we have for updates.
I've got Sacred Sounds of Coffee tomorrow morning with Jody Roberts on my channel at 10 a.m. Central, 11 Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
Reminder, if you're wanting gift cards, gift certificates for Christmas for readings, you can buy those on my website, jenlintarot.com. Make sure you do the gift cards at least a couple of days before Christmas because it takes about 48 hours before they're activated.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great way to give a gift if you're thinking about giving a gift of a reading.
I just gave Johnny 2 new balls.
Now he's got a pair of balls.
Yeah, he's got a white ball and a purple ball. He's got a pair of balls. Oh, look at what Johnny bought. It's a Care Bear pen. It's a little Care Bear.
I thought it was going to be a creepy baby head, something like miniature creepy baby head.
If I had one, I'd have had to buy it.
The creepy baby head pen. That would have been cool.
Might have to create one of those.
Yeah, take the one off your stick and put it on a pen. Oh, but it's too big. That might not work. That might not work.
Well, sounds like you've had fun on your trip.
I did. I really did. We ate, we talked, we laughed, we walked, and repeat.
Yep.
And you didn't have to change time zones, so no jet lag when you get home.
That was nice.
We went everywhere we went, and I ordered food. I ate none of it because I talked the whole time. So.
He took like 2 bites and he's like done, and I'm like, and I'm over there eating every last grain of rice on my plate like a fat ass. And I'm looking at Johnny who took 2 bites, and I'm like, you gonna eat that? I'll eat it for you, you know. So yeah.
Damn mouth was going the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
Yep.
You got in 12,000 steps yesterday? Is that what we probably did too?
Yeah. Yeah, walking around the forest. Mm-hmm.
That forest was nice.
It was different this year. They didn't have all the music going, but it was still nice. It was still nice.
She has some black licorice. No, she does not have black licorice left for me.
Mm-mm.
Tell her to be normal. People don't eat black licorice.
Nope.
Not humans, anyway.
I do in jelly beans. That's the only way I like licorices. Oh, jelly beans and sambuca. I like the licorice liqueur like a little bit in my coffee.
Yeah, look at Johnny. Johnny's clutching his balls instead of his pearl. He's clutching his balls. My balls.
What is wrong with y'all?
You said it.
No,
Not
I
us.
mean people eating black licorice.
Oh,
Clutching balls is normal.
yeah.
Don't eat black licorice.
That's all I have. That's all the inappropriateness I have.
Thank you, Mara.
Thank you, Mara. So I don't know where you guys want to get started. Johnie was very kind to write down the questions because I was like running around trying to get everything straightened out.
There's so much happening in the news. One-eyed Stewie Rhodes got convicted of seditious conspiracy. So now that they've got that, as well as other Oath Creepers, I want to know, will they go after Roger Stone and Michael Flynn and all those people that were at the Willard Hotel and that were meeting with Oath Creepers and Peanut Butter Boys, if they'll get them for seditious conspiracy and keep taking it up to Trump? Let's see, the appellate court ruled against Trump, his special master thing, saying Judge Eileen Cannon had no jurisdiction, but it's going to take like 7 days for the paperwork to get to Eileen Cannon, even though they ruled, took her out basically, which takes out the special master.
Yeah.
Well, the FBI through the DOJ, just to calm things down a little bit, thank you, Hope, had released a while back the redacted version of the FBI raid warrant, that they got from Judge Reinhardt, I think his name was, just to try to calm things down, to show we went through the legal process to get approval for the search. I should say, not raid. Well, now Trump put into Judge Eileen Cannon that he wants a full copy of that, not redacted, because he wants to know who his enemies are, who they hid all the names and stuff and everything to protect whoever gave them the information, to let him know he's got documents at Mar-a-Lago. So he wants to go after his enemies. He's got 7 days to get Eileen Cannon to say something and do something, because in 7 days she'll have all that paperwork from the appellate court that says you have no jurisdiction. Bye-bye.
But wouldn't she get in trouble even if she were to make a decision regarding that case within those 7 days? Because they've already told her you have no jurisdiction. So
right. It'll never happen, because all they got to do is wait for that 7 days and realize she has no jurisdiction for any of this.
but what I'm saying is, hypothetically, within those 7 days, for her to get the paperwork, the court has already said you do not have you did this wrong.
Yeah.
You went out.
You have no authority.
You have no authority. But would she get in trouble if within those 7 days she was like, yeah, I'm gonna do Donald Trump one last favor and unredact all this stuff? Like, could she get in trouble for that or no?
She probably would get in an investigation by DOJ. I would think, like, why are you about this?
Well, you would think she would get put up to some sort of a review board.
Yeah.
Because I saw something the other day on the news. They were saying that I think it was Glenn Kirshner or something about, what they could do to Judge Cannon, because basically she's like untouchable. And they said he said that there is like some sort of committee or whatever that they can send her to for review.
All I've been doing
ethics.
though is what do you call the word?
She's a federal judge too, so she can get impeached.
Yeah.
They have been condemning. That's the word. They've been condemning her actions, but that's pretty much all anyone has done.
Yeah.
Let's see. Obama went down to campaign for what's his name, running against Herschel Walker, and he was hysterical. He gave Walker what for?
Oh my gosh.
He's like, do you want somebody that's trying to decide, if he wants to be a werewolf or a vampire, or do you want somebody who's going to work for you? And he threw so much shade at Walker. He said, first of all, Walker, he's like, all you got to do is wait a couple of days and he's going to say something else to prove he's not fit for office.
No.
And he was saying that he let Obama beat him at basketball, and Obama had never met him. Like, he just makes up lie after he's in his own little fantasy world in his head.
Like when he goes over there with this fake little police badge that he got out of a Happy Meal and says he was a cop. Come on now. Like, that's it. I got embarrassed for that. Like, I was like, no, he did not. So what's the fourth question then?
Well, and the other thing that came out, the first thing I'd love to look at, Kevin McCarthy, he's been kissing MTG's ass and everything. Oh, and that was the other thing. Nick Fuentes denounced MTG for adultery.
Nick, the white supremacist that wants a dictatorship, denounced Marjorie
MTG the one who's anti-Semitic and doesn't believe in the Holocaust and all that, denounced MTG because she's been committing adultery because her divorce isn't final.
Well, she committed adultery twice before too.
Well, he seems okay with Trump. How many times did he commit adultery?
Because it's a man. A man can do it, but to hell of a woman
actually,
doesn't.
yes, because he said he didn't like the big bad boss girl or something like that.
Yes.
So he doesn't like women who's in charge of things. And so
Well,
he said she was always just there. Thank you, Mary. She's always there just to get press and everything, and she backs off as soon as the hard questions come at her. And
well, that goes for, besides being a racist asshole, he's also a misogynist too. That doesn't like women.
Kevin McCarthy got his butt in a sling. He was like stuttering and everything else when the news was asking him on camera, how can you support somebody like Trump that hasn't denounced Nick Fuentes and all his racist remarks and everything? And he said, Trump doesn't know Nick Fuentes. Trump doesn't know Nick Fuentes. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, kept saying that. And then he said he's denounced him like 4 times. And it's like, how do you denounce somebody that you don't know? MTG claims she didn't know Nick Fuentes. So they kept playing the clips of her where she spoke at one of his events.
This is
It's been crazy week.
On prime time on repeat all day, every day, like a little camera in the room and watch them all kill each other. That's going to be great.
So my number one question, I was getting around to Kevin McCarthy. They had a preliminary vote after the elections with 219 members of the House that were going to be returning. And he only got 188 votes to be the Republican majority leader. In the House. The Dems and the Republicans for House Speaker both nominate one person, and our person for the Dems is Hakeem Jeffries. There are still Republicans who do not want Kevin McCarthy and maybe don't want some of the crazies like MTG and stuff. So he's got split votes, and he's like, you have to vote for me or you're going to have a Democratic leader in the House. Whether we have the majority or not, we could have a Democratic leader in the House because they're splitting votes. So I'd like to maybe look at it 2 ways. Will Kevin McCarthy be Speaker of the House, or will Hakeem Jeffries be Speaker of the House?
Okay. This is better than Days of Our Lives.
It's just funny. They are falling apart, and it's like I'm just sitting back going, mm-hmm.
All for an orange idiot in Florida that shits his pants every day.
Oh, and Putin supposedly fell down some stairs and crapped himself.
That's what I heard too.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
That's too bad he didn't crack his head open.
It's probably what happened to Ivana. Somebody gave him a little push. We should look and see, did he fall on his own?
So will Kevin McCarthy become Speaker of the House? Oh, I bought a new plant, Jenny. Oh, did I send you a picture? Yeah, I sent you a picture of it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm getting Kevin's votes are too small. People turn their backs on him. I'm getting a victory card for the leader with Hakeem. There's a fight that ensues. They'll probably do an insurrection over that. But I'm getting Hakeem.
What do we say? That was 4 cups. Fair man who never together.
I was hoping you'd get like a nasty, like the bad card. I get that there's going to be a lot of negotiating. There's going to be a lot of negotiating behind the scenes and backdoor deals being done if he's going to get it. Because
he's already given some to MTG to get her vote.
I got Anchor, Book, and Birds. He's trying to establish something in private, but he's going to talk and say whatever it is he needs to say to try to get it. It's like, yes, but it's going to be on thin ice is what I'm getting.
What is this? This was High King Jeffrey. So 3 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 8 of Cups. It is a possibility he has a new horizon to go to, but only after some sort of really big fight or betrayal, even. Because I get the knives coming from everywhere with the 10 of Swords for McCarthy. And there's another person trying to isolate him with the Ace of Cups and the Hermit.
Oh, you know who that is? The minor, is it the whip? The guy that's below him, Scalise. Is it Scalise?
Yeah.
Openly said that he's going to go for the speakership.
Somebody here is throwing all the knives.
Ooh, let him do it. That's going to be fun.
I think it would just be hysterical if the Dems have Speaker of the House with the minority, because then they'll control the what comes to the floor, what bills come to the floor. They'll control the committees.
To again show you that they do not have their shit together. This midterm they should have wiped the floor with the Democrats, and they didn't. They squeaked out a small majority, and the only reason was because of the redistricting in New York. That was the only thing that gave them the minor majority that they have. So what other questions?
So the other thing that happened, Joel Greenberg, Matt Gaetz's friend, got sentenced to 11 years in prison for his trafficking and all that for entertainment purposes, only YouTube. So he apparently cooperated a lot. I mean, they documented to the judge like he cooperated a lot because he was looking at possibly 40 years and he got 11.
Wow. They went from 40 to 11?
He did a lot of cooperating.
He did a lot of cooperating.
They delayed his sentencing twice.
Yeah.
They knocked it down from 40 to 11?
Yeah.
Oh, he gave names. He did. He's like over there, like with his encyclopedia. Like, look at all that.
Name, address, his phone number.
Here. Is this worth 5 years? Here. This person, are they worth 5 years? So I want to know what does this mean for Matt Gaetz? Is there anything coming for Matt Gaetz first?
We definitely got a new system.
And he was friends with DeSantis too, so I think we should take a look at DeSantis. Does he have any involvement? Because it wasn't just the trafficking; it was the fraud and everything.
How they were not blackmailing, but paying the people to vote certain ways. Remember that? What was that called?
And he was embezzling money too.
Embezzling money, bribery, like all sorts of stuff.
Mayhem and chaos are coming back. Matt Gaetz. You want to go talk to your friend now? You got to do it through the little booth on the little payphone thingy. Well, it's a free phone, but. There's some evidence that was presented.
Devil.
I think Daddy's tried to pay somebody off, but I think he's still in trouble.
The threesome and the sex party right there. Look at that. Look at that.
On this deck, Lord Jesus.
I love it. I'm tempted to go back and buy one for myself just to make them into bookmarks because it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, there's a spy in the pig pen, and their connection together. I think Daddy tried to pay somebody off to keep it on higher ground, but I get they're turning their backs on him. There's action being taken. I get an indictment, victory on that, maybe around Christmas, something soon. He's going to look at jail time. There's something new that's going to come up about him and women and underage women. I'll put it that way. There's like another whistleblower besides Joel, I think.
Well, middle car is the devil. There's a snake in the tree too. That's the tempting of the Adam and Eve.
But it's like the snake with the person on the top. That deck is wild.
That person is special. And then there's the temperance. And then there's the hermit.
The sex party.
All the people are coming out of the lantern.
Yeah, look, it's the sex party in Florida. Look at that.
We get disappointment, failed struggle, and then the Knight of Cups. So,
that's not good for the lampshade over his head.
What does it mean for him? There is some disappointment because eventually something is going to come back around about how he was tied into it. Because the temperance, that working together, quid pro quo, there's for that, and has something to do with devil and temptation. So it's going to come back to him because of the illumination or the investigation with the hermit card. So we don't know because, again, everybody doesn't try their conversations in, or not conversations, they don't try their cases in public. So we don't know what's going to happen and why hasn't he been charged yet? Something's coming, though.
Let me see. I got the whip, the fish, the storks, the bear, and the mice. Shopping and paying for sex in exchange for something. There's investments and investors and people that have money, business people that have inflated prices on something, and then prices went missing or resources went missing, stolen. Resources were stolen. Money was stolen, but there's an inflation of pricing somewhere here. The fish, that's shopping and independence. Inflation here with the storks, and then there's your resources that goes missing. So it's not just the sex, it's the abuse of something else where they were raising the price on something. It could be the investors or people that were shopping for people that are higher up. So what am I trying to say, Johnny? Not just the investors and people high up. So like executives or business executives with these two, the executives of smaller businesses.
Probably buying favor too.
Yeah,
or
because
selling favor.
Selling, but they're raising prices as well. And here it says there's an abuse in raising something and then it gets stolen here. And this
Which
is
I
business.
can believe too, especially if Matt Gaetz is in power during the Trump administration. He can probably get a lot more things accomplished because, he's supposed to be Trump's golden child too. And so I can charge you more for access that I have.
Yeah. They were raising the price on stuff and then stealing from it. So, and I got the whip here too. So again, the whip is abuse and it's sex. So he's nervous about not just the sex. He's worried about, because it ends in mice. He's shitting his pants. He's worried about something financial and business related where they were increasing prices of something. I don't know what that means.
This is one of my favorite pictures. It's the Satan and Greenberg in the middle and Matt Gaetz on the other side, the mighty threesome. So I want to know, is anything that Joel Greenberg talked about, does anything involve the Satan?
He's so vanilla pudding, probably not.
No, that's the kind of guy that schedules his wives to have sex on a Tuesday, only missionary between 6 and 7. Like
probably not the sex part, but corruption. I could see him doing
part. Because remember, I'm just now remembering a few years ago when they first busted Greenberg was when they caught all those other people in Florida, business people, the guy that had the marijuana, remember? And then there was a couple of other people that got tied up in that whole scheme. Not so much for the sex, but there was business related stuff where they were.
Because there in Seminole County is where they first started looking at Greenberg, is because he was basically stealing in his position.
Yeah.
And if you look at, the Satan being vanilla, well, look at Mike Pence. Tries to look like the perfect family man. We all know the rumors about him.
Mike Pence is sugar-free. That's well, actually not.
That's why he has his pet fly. So what was the question?
Well, anything that Greenberg gave up to FBI and everybody, investigators, will anything implicate the Satan in anything?
I got change, major change, transformation, death card. 3 of Pentacles, there's your collaboration right there. The Knight of Swords, chaos in erratic behavior, opportunities, has something to do with business, Page of Swords, negative news. So yes, now don't look for him to be convicted and tried and blah, 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 but there is some collaboration in some sort of business. So I'm pretty sure he used his office, if you ask me.
Will the Satan be implicated by Greenberg? There's a woman that is chronically suffering. I get woman, cross, and whip. Again, whip is abuse and sex. And with that cross right there, she's suffering something. So maybe he gave her an STD. I don't know. Or maybe she gave him an STD. I don't know.
I'm wondering if it has something to do with the woman that he kept, that he had fired, that he tried to keep quiet about COVID.
Yeah, because there's a woman here that's suffering and there's abuse here. There's a fight and an argument with the woman.
Yeah.
So,
because that's my COVID card, like fighting a woman about COVID, that there's something there about that, how she was trying to report the actual numbers and he wouldn't
fire her. He fired her. Yeah.
Yeah. I get there's something with a party too, and there's something about money that he's trapped in. There's tangible evidence because Greenberg was the inside guy in this. So there is certainly something to make the Satan nervous. And I get like the courts might have several things that they'll look at with him. So, but I think something about that woman they had fired too might come out. That was weird. Okay. One-eyed Stewie Rhodes. He's facing 20 years per count. He was convicted on 2 counts, so he could face up to 40 years in prison. Will he get the maximum sentence? They said it takes about 8 weeks before they go to sentencing because they look at everything in their background, like any other criminal history, anything else they've done.
I mean, at this point, what worse thing are you going to get him for other than murder? So throw the book at him.
Yeah.
Make an example of him, throw the book at him.
Throw the whole damn library at his ass.
Because mind you, it was 5 of them. 2 got convicted for a seditious conspiracy. The 3 were let off for that charge, but were convicted of obstruction of an official proceeding. So it's like, make an example.
Yeah, there were like 3 charges, and everybody got 2, and one person, that one guy, the other guy, got all 3 charges. Oh, and Trump came out yesterday and said that we should destroy the Constitution, that he should be put back into power as a dictator, basically. You know, so all those constitutionalist right wingers are like, ah.
Like I said, they call the concept. It's like their token word.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, it doesn't mean shit to these people. It's just a token. That's it. They've never read it. They don't know what's in it. They couldn't, because
They didn't spell it right when they were doing the protest.
Yeah, the lady in the courtroom holding up the sign, read the Constitution, and then she misspelled Constitution in the courtroom. These people don't even know what's in it. It's a token for them that is easily discarded when it doesn't serve their purpose.
Like the flag.
This just fell out. Thank you, Impish. That's my card for the firing squad. You know, you're blindfolded and put in front of a firing squad. So will he get the maximum years?
No.
I gotta know either.
There is something. I'll get a 2 of Pentacles. Something is dependent upon something else, but I don't get maximum of anything.
I don't get max. And I did it twice. The first time I got, what was it? Crossroads? Something in clouds. Crossroads, woman, clouds. No. Is the judge a woman or is it a man?
I think it's a woman, isn't it?
Is
Isn't
it a
it in
woman?
Earl Howe's court? I can't remember.
Because
I'm getting it's a 50-50 chance right now. Like it's a that they may consider less, but because it's treason, and I'm getting yes from the judge. I'm getting all my yes cards, and I'm getting a female judge.
Because the first time I drew cards, it was Crossroads, woman, clouds. No, she's not certain about if the max. There's a woman making a decision. She's not certain if the max is appropriate. I threw again, and I got the letter, the clouds, the ring. It's still uncertain. It's doubtful, but if anything, I would say around 20s. So 25, 27, something like that. Like not max 40 something years, but like in the 20s, maybe, you know?
Thank you, Terry. So getting any convictions on seditious conspiracy is major. You know, it's hard to do in court. What does this mean for Roger Stone, Steve Bannon, Mike Flynn, and Rudy Tootie that were all at the hotel the night before January 6th and were in constant contact with Oath Creepers and Peanut Butter Boys? And
so what does this mean for the other conspirators?
Yeah, will they be brought up on seditious conspiracy? I guess is my question. Will they be indicted for seditious conspiracy? Is it, in order to conspire, you got to have somebody to conspire with, right?
I asked, will other people be brought up on charges? I'm going to say yes. There's a 6 of Cups, an Empress. There's someone here who may have been at the ground level of a lot of these plans. One man in particularly that a investigation will bring out the name of this person. And then it's going to take some time, though, with the Wheel of Fortune. And there's possibly some sort of technology that leads to his arrest or conviction. Like he may have a paper trail, evidence trail about what he did. But yeah, again, yes. I don't get a bunch of people though. I only pulled 5 cards, but I do get one man though.
What you getting, Becca?
I asked the others, meaning Giuliani and Bannon and all those other people would be brought up on seditious conspiracy. I gotta know. There's something very precise, and it has to do with the actual insurrection that they won't be able to pin it on them. It's There's something else that they get them on that was more of a passion project. So as far as boots on the ground, which may be a technicality that they were able to get Stewie Rhodes and the rest of the people on, because I got Scythe in the center, so something to do with weapons. So like a violent overthrow, because here this would be your overthrow, this would be your violence and attack, you know. Not so much that it's the danger comes from a decision that was done to overturn something, and it was a passion project that they were all working on. So perhaps maybe more with the fake electors and the but it's not sedition. I don't get seditious conspiracy. I get something else. But I could be wrong. So
I get the investigators go after somebody they partnered with, and they'll be victorious on that. You know, because they're all sneaking around with the devil. So it's the leader. I think it's going to be Trump, and that will be quite successful. And they may move in on some other Republicans. So when I get that Republican cards, to me it means like office holder Republicans.
Did he really say throw out the Constitution?
Yes.
Are you dead serious right now?
Throw it out.
You're shitting me, right? You're shitting me, right? Make America great again, and the only way to do that is to toss the Constitution
and put me back in as president for life. You know, because he always liked that.
Make me
was
the dictator.
president.
Make me the dictator, so I can finish flushing America down the toilet. But I gotta flush 15 times because I put all those documents in the toilet.
Melania, come unclog my toilet again. Well, speaking of Melania, is she hiding money anywhere? Because their money's got to be getting really thin with all these.
I put money in my kidneys, okay? Donald don't have money. Baba Goat Herder, yes, he got money from goats. Goat milk, goat cheese. Goat very good. I love him very much.
Your wheelbarrow of pennies.
I pulled one card. I think I'll pull some more, but this is called the Mistress of Terror.
It looks just like Melania. It looks just like Melania. First, she does her makeup in the morning. Look,
the Mistress of Terror.
Look, it looks just like her. Look at little Melania.
And there's Donald Trump's inner child, right? And it says control, submission, and feminine power is what they're called. It's the high priestess, but we'll pull some more. I don't know if that's an omen, but let's keep going.
It's Melania.
It's
Melania Trump.
It's got whiskers and everything.
It looks just like her.
Oh
I'm telling you.
I get yeses. She's very successful at stealing money steadily from him. Con a con, grift a grifter.
Johnny can't read with the deck. That's what happened at the after party. After the Christmas party. That was Trump stumbling out.
This is gonna be Trump after all his money's gone. He's walking around the street with a table on his head. And a knife in his hand. Walking around, I wish you would. I wish everybody would, right? Oh my God. What does this even say? Anger and rage and inability, incompetence and conflict. Okay. Oh my God. That's 5 of wands, so there's some fighting. Jesus. What else we gonna get? Okay, this is normal. The Prince of Vessels. Charity and kindness. So she may, I'm going to say yes, but she may consider this to be hers, like she's earned it. Charity and kindness. I'm going to pull some more just because, but I'm going to say yes, but y'all go ahead.
I get yes. She's got a lot of money. It's very vast and spread out, if that makes sense. So it's not like in one specific thing. It's vast and spread. So.
Okay.
Hold on,
Johnny's mesmerized by this card.
You gotta look and stop and look. Because who comes up with this?
Somebody on drugs.
I mean, but I got a yes though.
Look, this is Melania sucking the money out of Trump. This is Trump finding out she sucked the money out, and then there's Melania hanging out with her girlfriends in the nunnery by Baba the goat herder after she took all his money, or what was left of it. Because
that's Trump when he goes.
Trump and Lindsey Graham. Here's Trump and Lindsey Graham having a beer. Talking about
how they lost everything. Oh God, that even looks like a little sad Trump.
It's orange too. He's orange.
What is wrong with this dad?
It's funny.
Oh.
Well, I have to ask the question. Putin's fall, where he did soil his pants, as they said, soiled. It's like, yeah, you crapped your pants. Was it an accident or was he helped?
Do we know it happened for real, or is this just like one of those hit pieces? Like, they just want to make him look bad. Because I didn't see. I looked it up because one of y'all sent it to me, but Trillion Tarot sent it to me. And I'm like, okay.
So Nina sent you a thing. He did have an accident.
Well, they sent the story that it's reported that because his health is declining is what people keep saying.
So maybe we should start there. Did he have an accident?
That's what I was asking.
Or maybe he's trying to act like he's in declining health so that he can do some kind of surprise attack next. Did he have an accident? Ooh, I got the bully card on the bottom. If he's pushed, he's pushed.
Mm-hmm. That was the first one. I pulled two more. Yeah.
I pulled one, and I was going to pull more, but there's the tower. So I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
he went boom, 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 bye bye down the stairs.
Touch all the stairs on the way down.
Yeah. Too bad you didn't hit your head in your face.
I mean, you're the worst person.
Boom, boom, and charted.
I can't help but be happy. So
he was bullied. There was more than one person in on this. Oh, look, he lost his balance. Yeah, they probably just sat there and looked at him like McConnell's wife does.
Like Elaine Chow does to McConnell.
Oh, look, Putin fell. I guess somebody was trying to do him in.
All them people he pushed out of windows.
I thought this said the Prince of Fools.
What does it say? Prince of
Books.
Books.
Dominance, overcoming challenges, and patience. That describes it. Dominance anyway. So, okay, give me two more.
Yeah.
So, vessels.
And Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus did it. Jesus said, "You're an asshole," and just pushed him down the stairs.
You need help getting to the bottom. That's all. He was happy.
You're not going to walk outside during a thunderstorm. Let me just help you out here in the house.
The bottom came faster than you thought. That's all. Okay.
So Nick Fuentes denouncing MTG for being an adulteress. Now, he invited her to his meeting last February, and she claims she doesn't know him. And it's like, woman, you were on stage with him and smiling at him when he introduced you and everything. Why is he denouncing MTG now?
I'll leave it even more.
Maybe he wants to be Trump's VP pick.
He wants to be the leader.
Mm-hmm.
What card is that? The King of Wands.
That's what came in my head beforehand, and I'm gonna stop there. But I'm gonna pull some of these just because.
I say we give him both boxing gloves and do a celebrity death match. I would play prime time for that.
Mm-hmm. We need a Republican Thunderdome. Just put them all in a ring. See who survives. Last man standing.
Look.
It's so stupid.
It's not stupid, it's funny.
It's stupid in a good way.
Oh, look, they're looking up his ass right there. There's like a whole group of people looking up his ass.
The part is called ignorance. Like you look up there, that's all you see.
Yeah,
It's
we looked up your ass to see if we could find your brain, and all we saw was
Ignorance.
I'm going to hell.
stupid.
Becca, you have to give Johnny a blanket to hide behind when he's.
Right here,
You know, I almost brought it too. I really did.
here's a blanket.
He needs a laughing blanket.
Here's a blanket, John. They were looking for his head up his ass, and
Oh,
they didn't find it. Oh.
conflict, adversity, and stupidity. That's what it says on this card. And it's number 8. That's supposed to be the strength card. Strong winds there do blow.
So why is Nick Fuentes denouncing MTG?
Drunkenness arousing.
I'm with Johnny on this one. He wants the power for himself because she's very popular. And she's the one that's leading the party. He wants that for himself. Powerful woman, a lot of finances and resources for her. Yeah, and she's popular. Like Johnny said, he wants to be the leader.
Thank you, Tara. Yeah, I get its messaging, because they're both loud in their messaging and stuff. And yeah, he's the devil, and he's got eyes on the White House himself. He wants to hold it for himself. So he's done moving on from her. He doesn't like something that she does with all the corporate donors. She gets a lot of attention and everything, and he's a little bit confused as to why she gets the attention. He doesn't understand that.
She's also rich.
Lindsay Kinsley, what deck? The one that we were laughing at? We found it at Barnes and Nobles. It's Uranus Botch. We found it at Barnes and Nobles, and I bought it for Johnny for I was going to say Halloween. Dear God, Christmas. So
now that DOJ has gotten rid of the special master and Eileen Cannon and everything through the appellate court, will Trump take it higher to the Supreme Court as another stall tactic? He's got 7 days to do that. Every time he takes things to the Supreme Court, they rule against him. But will he try just to delay?
If anything, it'll grant him another few days or a couple of weeks of delay. Ultimately,
it'll get him through Christmas.
Unless they look at it and go, yeah, no, go F yourself.
F yourself for Christmas.
Yeah. Happy Mary, go fuck yourself, okay?
Have a very Melania Christmas. The Red Death Christmas.
So will Trump appeal to the Supreme Court? Oh, speak of the devil. Yes, but it's only going to screw up. Like I said, man, anchor, cross. Mary, go fuck yourself is basically what's going to happen. But yes, he's not going to win. He's only going to continue to suffer. But
I get he'll do what he's always done to manipulate things and partner with people. So he will offer it up to a higher court, where I get it will be blocked. Like they won't even hear the case.
Won't even listen to him.
Won't even listen.
There's a fight there. 5 of Wands. There's a judgment in the talking. Someone does cast a judgment, but it's in the negative.
What card is that? Which one?
Sins of lust. I don't know what that would be. It's not the devil. There's a
Sex, passion, extravagance, and excess.
probably the Knight of Cups.
Look, he's holding a creepy baby head stick.
Oh, he is.
She is. You see that? He's holding a creepy baby head stick.
Is that the King of Swords?
I don't know what this is.
The name of the card just says Six of Lust.
He's got a little
He's got a
creepy
creepy
baby head stick. That's me. I went to the orgy and didn't even know.
There's your Halloween costume for next year, Johnny.
He's got a costume on. He's got bat ears and everything.
with a creepy baby head.
Uh-huh. Wow. This
So now that DOJ has won against Eileen Cannon, will they request search warrants for Trump's other properties?
Because they're still missing documents, correct?
Yes.
And they know which documents they're missing, probably. Check the coffin. Check the fucking coffin at Mar-a-Lago.
at Bedminster.
I got the coffin, the book, and the ship. Yeah. No, the coffin can be quite literally a freaking coffin. But it could also be a box, a closet, under the bed, a drawer. Book could be a book, folders, files, anything where you keep paperwork. Somewhere by a ship or by a bay where there's water. Yeah, it might be a little bit though, and if anything, it might be done in secret or classified, because it's classified. So another way to read this: boxes classified with the book that was transferred. Yeah,
there's videos where you can see him loading similar boxes onto his airplane and taking them to New York and New Jersey.
So this card right here is normally like death, endings, losses, but I'm reading it in a metaphorical sense. So that would be boxes. Here's your classified with the book that were transferred with the ship. I would say yes, but the ship, it's not super fast, but it's not super slow either. So it might just be a little bit before something moves forward with it. Its own time, yeah. But it's not super fast though, if that makes sense. So what did you get?
I get they're going to burden the crap out of him. Victory on that and securing the warrant to do it. The loser, I wish they'd do a surprise raid sometime. I would just love to see Trump out there in his little boxer shorts and diapers, or tidy whities and diapers out there.
Have you ever seen him in his golfing clothes, and you can, like, the pants are so thin you can see his tidy whities? It's like you wear tidy whities over your diapers,
as Adrian called them, your Hanes your way.
Yeah. It's so gross.
Yeah, I get all three properties, and maybe even looking for digital downloads, like electronic stuff that he may have. So strength on that, they will get it. It's just a matter of time. I'm also getting family vehicles, so like his plane. Trump's plane.
If you have a yacht, check the fucking yacht. Check his ex-wife's coffin. Check the golf carts too. He's probably trucking him around in his little golf cart. Like an idiot.
And get somewhere where his current wife lives with the Lover's card, 9 of Swords, Page of Swords, And then Liz is the high priestess and page of books. So literally secret documents. So there is something where his wife lives. So if it's either New York, New Jersey, their residence has secret documents in it.
Then there's the Trump Tower also. Remember the one that, is it over in Washington or somewhere over there?
No, his hotel in Washington he sold. He's got a Trump Tower in Chicago, but I think it's in name only. I think he just licensed his name out. I don't think he owns that one. My last question, then I'm going to take a quick break to go get some more something to drink. Does Donald Trump give any gifts to his grandkids for Christmas? Being real petty now. Everybody needs money for lawyers. 1-800-Lawyers isn't doing a very good job for him. His paid-off judges aren't doing a good job for him. Will he get his grandkids anything for Christmas this year?
Like, do you need to go any further?
No. Time for the Bosch. First card I get.
I bought you all cemetery plots in Bedminster. All my grandkids will be buried there. Here's plot 1, plot 2.
I need somewhere to hide the classified documents.
Oh, Lord.
By the way, be careful when you walk, because at 10 years old you can be very klutzy. I need to bury something soon.
Oh my God.
Why I tell you nobody's safe around him.
That's him. Acquired wealth, bossiness, and poor manager. And he's even bigger than that.
Is that what it says?
Uh-huh.
Let me see.
What does it say?
Acquired wealth, business, poor manager. And it's a fat orange guy sitting on a barrel playing a flute.
Right now. Well, it said somebody should make a Trump deck. I think they did. Before it's time, I think. Temptation, there's the devil. The Ace of Birds. Family, multitasking, and togetherness. So he gets them nothing.
If they get anything, it comes from some either an assistant or an aide or somebody that
Johnnie is assistant.
Yeah, like an assistant, and it might just be something financial or something that's resourceful. Not financial or resourceful. It's not money. It's not cash. It's gift cards with the bear here. Gift cards to McDonald's that came from the assistant or the something like that. Like it's not him that does it. It's someone that works for him.
I heard his assistant before I drew that Tennessee.
I get it's all about me. What are you giving to me? I get a no to the kids. He put somebody to work to go out and find something, probably like Melania. He can't be burdened, the narcissistic bully and the little petty-minded man. No, he just waits for them to give him something. Somebody give him a golf plot.
Oh.
Somebody get him a lawyer. Get him a lawyer or a few.
Get him a lawyer coupon.
Yeah, from Penny Saver.
Okay, Becca, you do some of your questions. I'll be back in just a minute.
We'll give him the name of Sweet James.
Sweet James.
If you know, you know. I ain't gonna explain.
From LA. The LA billboard.
Or that other one that looked like the rapper.
Oh yeah, the one that we saw on the billboard.
We're like, he must represent the
That's Snoop Dogg's lawyer right there. Uh-huh.
So, okay, Jack Smith, the special counsel. Donald Trump has been attacking the man's family. What I want to know is, will that have consequences for Donald Trump? Or is this just one of those things where Jack Smith's going to ignore it and just push on?
How has he been attacking? Because I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention to the news.
I believe he's basically what he usually does. We don't need this. Somebody needs to end it, rile up the base, and putting stuff on his Truth Social about Jack and his family.
So not exactly like we need to go out and do something
I haven't
to
seen
this man.
the actual messages that he put out because I have no access to that at all. But I just keep hearing that he's attacking the man's family.
So how is Jack Smith?
I just want to know, is he? No, he hasn't said it. Well, he hasn't said anything to anybody because like
I mean, he's a professional.
He's behind the scenes stuff.
He's a professional,
and I want to know: is it going to have any consequence whatsoever?
So Donald Trump attacking Jack
At least
Smith.
it said it's attacked his wife, his late mother-in-law, and his sister-in-law.
What a piece of shit. What an incredible orange piece of shit that man.
His saying get rid of the Constitution is sedition right there. I mean, come on.
It's covered, that right there is covered under your First Amendment right.
Mm-hmm.
Just like burning a flag is covered under your First Amendment right. So.
Yeah, but when you've already led an insurrection,
it's different.
Putting that in print
is not connected to the other one. If on that day he would have been like, "Here's a constitution, rip it up, make me dictator," then maybe. But here we are, what, a year and a half later? He's just, as much as I
2 years later.
Yeah, 2 years later, it's still his First Amendment right. So, what was the question, Johnny?
Will this have any consequence? There he is again. That's the Trump card from now on.
The idiot card. What is that?
And it says anger, rage, inability, incompetence, and conflict. That's him walking around in a drunken stupor
with a table on his head.
With a table on his head. Tell me you can't see Trump doing that though. Like just waking up one day, he's got the table on his head and it's like,
while he's DJing. While he's DJing at Mar-a-Lago.
Crashing weddings. I won the election.
Going
around with this tip jar. Here, put some cash in here.
But will it have a consequence? I get yes. Strong. Am I drunk too? Strength and sun. Strong and sun. So confirmation and strength, yes. And then the devil, and then Trump.
He's this fool. He's going to make this a lot more difficult on himself. So yes.
And I think it piles. It just adds to the thing.
He doesn't know when to stop.
Mm-hmm.
It's tangible evidence. It's tangible. His messaging is tangible evidence. So it's all kept. Like they watch for his messages. The investigators and whoever he's messaging to also, if he's doing anything. But yeah, judgment on him and burden, and it's the bully card. It's obstruction. So yeah, victory card.
Well, there's going to be consequences. He's making it way more difficult on himself. He's making it harder on himself. But maybe we should all get him a shovel for Christmas. Let him just dig in his grave.
Cipollone had to testify along with that other lawyer on Friday. It was so funny. They were in Barrel House Court and with the grand jury, and they were claiming executive privilege, which had already been denounced on other people through the Supreme Court. So she said, well, let's just take it across the hall to over here. And they took it across the hall and they said, no, you don't have executive privilege for that. And took them back across the hall and made them testify. So Cipollone, who wouldn't say everything to the January 6th committee because of executive privilege, Beryl Howell forced them to testify to the grand jury.
Cipollone is a freaking weasel, dude. He sat there and defended Trump impeachment 1, impeachment 2, when he knew exactly what was going on behind closed doors that led up to January 6th, and then sits around executive privilege. But I care about the Constitution and our democratic republic and this, that, and he's a weasel. Because if he really cared, he would be opening his mouth and to hell with executive privilege,
So I want to know, did he give any information that was helpful for the prosecutors that they didn't give to the January 6th committee?
So did Pat Cipollone
give any tangible information that was helpful in the case that they did not give to January 6th committee. Remember, we had what's her name, the girl, the aide that was telling everything she overheard in the White House that day.
Pat Cipollone provides further information.
So new useful information.
Yeah.
New useful information. Like in the Peanuts thing, it was a dark and stormy night.
Yep, he did. Yes, he did.
Evidence, something tangible.
He offered something to the courts. Bouquet, tower, and anchor. He offered something to the courts or for the law that is established. So no executive privilege, nothing, but he did provide information or offer them something about some sort of legal. It could have been something legal that was happening. So perhaps the game plan with the other lawyers, Giuliani, what was the other guy that they took his phone?
Oh, that guy.
The guy,
forget his name.
Yeah, that guy and the other guy that was the go-between that was trying to become DOJ head that they were going to plant. He gave them all the stuff, more stuff on that. It was the legal aspect of it that he offered and how it was established and how it was persistent. But yeah,
Eastman.
huh?
Eastman.
Eastman. There you go. Thank you.
Eastman and Clark.
Yep, Eastman, Kent Clark.
I get he shined a light on Republicans that worked with the insurrectionists also. So something tangible, like whistleblowing. So there's definitely other stuff that he gave up. He's still holding something really close to his chest, though, that he's going quiet on. That he's not telling everything still.
He wants something, but I get the Six of Pentacles here, and then the card that says gifts at the bottom. So he definitely gave up something, and then the Devil and the Sun. So yes, he's still corrupt because, mind you, the Devil doesn't lie. It pops up for a reason. So something else is still there. He wants something though.
Yep. And he's such a good Christian because he hides behind the Christianity bullshit.
Meanwhile, you had something in your brain that you needed to go to court to release. So that's what Jesus would do, is conspire with you.
Yep. Republican Jesus.
There's nothing like Republican Jesuses that protects someone like Trump. It just appalls me.
Because Republican Jesus doesn't care about the poor or the sick or the needy or the, nothing. Just
Republican Jesus would protect the devil himself,
They are protecting the devil himself. His name is Donald Trump. What other questions, Johnny?
I wanted to kind of circle back to the Nick Fuentes in MTG.
Oh.
Is that going to get worse? That whole battle between the two of them?
Yeah, because it's like QAnon and MAGA and far right Christian ethno state all like boom, blow it apart.
So will the fight between Nick Fuentes and MTG get worse?
Or is there some sort of middle ground? Like, you know what, let's not fight amongst ourselves, which they'd never say.
No. Put that on Celebrity Deathmatch. I want to see it. That'll be funny. Although, if I had to put money on it, though, I'd put money on the horse face because she's got some steroid anger issues, and Nick Fuentes
He
looks
ain't
like
ready for that.
no. Nick Fuentes looked like you just blow in the wrong direction and he'll split in half, you know. But I would still pay money to see it.
He ain't ready for that. This literally says arguments and new ideas.
Let me see. Oh, the pig face reading a book. There's Marjorie Taylor Greene. There's Marjorie Taylor Greene leading the
lobotomy card.
And this is Nick Fuentes. They're looking at his head like, what is wrong with you? The surgeon, health, removal of blockages, unnecessary worry. Mm-hmm.
Stay up there. I think it might get worse, but it's also going to maybe move behind closed doors. Somebody may convince them to stop fighting in public, but yeah, they're still going to bicker though.
I get a yes. It's around a lot of jealousy and envy, and they both consider each other enemies because of that jealousy. So how what am I trying to say, Johnie? Like the jealousy makes them enemies, like
because he wants what she has, and
there's desire here.
She wants him basically to go away, but she can't because he does have a little clout too. But she can't just overcome him. That's what she does to everybody, shout you down, and that doesn't work with him.
When she also needs his base too, because he just comes out and says it straight. She doesn't come out and say. She dances around the issue while still.
And she backpedals, as Nick called her out on. She backpedals when the heat gets hot, where he keeps on. He keeps pushing forward.
She's not.
It'll be steady. They're steadily fighting. Messaging and strength and trying to get Republicans on their side and not happy with each other. And that's their legacy. It's like they will be out in the cold from working together. I get that MTG is going to start having problems fundraising. And it's trying to steal from each other's image, if that makes sense. Like trying to tag on to each other's image. And it's just like they're going to talk smack for days because they're immature. They're just going to keep talking smack.
So what else I want to know is, like the Tea Party and the Freedom Party or whatever they turned the
caucus.
They called it something else afterwards. The white nationalists, like the Fuentes, because that's where they come from.
Yeah.
And then the Marjorie Taylor Greene, she wants to be leader of the white nationalists.
Yes.
Are they going to now form a new political party, like the Tea Party did?
Because the Tea Party became the Freedom Caucus, which now is the QAnon conspiracy wing of the party.
Well, Liz Jennie said that she would try to, if she couldn't get her party back, she would try to form a new one.
I mean, you were in MAGA. You just go back to it.
Yeah, you voted. Technically, she voted with everything MAGA.
She just didn't like when they stormed the castle.
Yeah, that's the only problem she had, because legislatively she was completely on board with everything else. So what do you really stand for, Liz? So what was the question, Johnie?
Will they form a white nationalist party?
Because
one thing that does do, because what's the I call him T. Cruz? Ted Cruz. He was he was like the leader of the Tea Party at one point. And what that does, though, is to split votes. And so the regular Republicans cannot get back in because they now have this little new section of weirdos. And so it ain't going to do anything but fracture your party even more. But that's it.
Yeah, Mark Meadows had big connections to the Freedom Caucus.
Pull a Bosch card on every reading.
So
yeah,
is Nick Fuentes married?
Ew, somebody would marry that. He looks like
somebody married Stephen Miller.
He looks like a prepubescent 12-year-old boy.
I'd be curious. Like, is he still a virgin? Since
probably. That's probably why he hates women so much, because he couldn't even pay a prostitute to sleep with him. He's so nasty.
There's a joke. I ain't gonna say it, but
say it. Let me see.
Oh, Fuentes says he's married to a black woman.
What?
Like Black or Clarence Thomas Black, because there's two differences.
He's married to his blow-up doll.
Says the page of berries.
Yeah, he's married to a blow-up doll.
Oh, I thought commas are a good thing. That says helpful giving, and I thought it said sharing a friend.
Helpful giving. Oh, yeah, I see it now.
I read that wrong. That's all.
Yeah, I get a yes, but they're going to cause a lot of problems fighting with what's going on right now. Chronic lying, chronic fighting, viciousness, attacking, lying. But it's also it's all stems from an envy of wanting to be in control. But yeah, I get yes.
Why is it the white nationalists show up for me as the devil over and over? I mean,
They are.
it's like getting attention to break things up and split the party big time. Yeah.
So he said on Twitter that he's not sexual at all, and
Having sex with women is gay. So you just use your hand? I mean, not that there's anything wrong with masturbation, but I mean, Trillium is saying, Nina is saying having sex with women is gay, and that the only really straight heterosexual position is to be in what? I missed it. To be in what? Missionary?
This could be in an asexual incel. What the hell is that?
Just because you hate your own penis, dude, don't mean like the rest of us are engaged in what you think we're engaged in. Which that doesn't even make any sense. How is having sex with the opposite gender gay?
So he claims to be celibate.
That's not by choice, I guarantee you.
Yes! Because nobody will screw him. His hand throws up when he touches himself.
It's like your fingernails fall off.
I know. His hand's like, no, not again. We're going to hell.
Oh Lord.
We're going. Look, that's what happened to this person.
He's missing all the ends.
Johnny can't even hold the card up.
It's only a head with feet. Look, it's a little head. And then she doesn't have a body. It's just head with feet.
Thank you, Hope.
Thank you, Hope.
Wait.
Oh, theft and concealment, running away. Maybe he has sex with birds. Maybe that's what.
Dude, that's wrong. Oh, look, he's got feathers coming out of his ass too.
That's what taking a feather duster to it. He's got to keep it cleaned out.
Oh,
my God. That duck's gonna kill us all.
What did you get, Jennie?
I hadn't even pulled. What was the question?
I don't know. My stomach hurts. Hold on.
I'm going into labor, Jesus.
Oh wait, would he break out the party? I did get he would split the party. Oh my God.
Oh.
I've lost track of the whole.
I don't even know what this. I don't know.
What do those cards mean, Johnny?
It doesn't matter.
All we know is the guy's got feathers coming out of his ass.
Oh my God, we got lost in the pictures. We like those people on YouTube that don't know how to read cards. They just read the pictures.
It's the best deck ever, dude.
Oh my God. Okay.
And it's petty. It's a petty deck. It's
What was? Did they post the question? Somebody type it out. It doesn't matter what it was.
Wait, I think we were talking about the white nationalist party, and somehow we got off the rails about Nick Fuentes saying that if you have sex with women, then you're engaged in gay sex, and then we went.
Oh, because we wanted to know he was married. That's what it was, and then that. That started
And
all.
it was coming up that he was celibate.
He's like, you ain't yeah, he's not celibate.
Not by choice.
Not by choice.
No.
Your hand don't even want to touch
Last
yourself.
time you seen the vagina was at your birth.
Yeah.
He's not celibate. That's a talking point to get attention. He's not celibate. That crashed a long time ago.
Okay.
Yes, Peggy, we want to come over and see you. My mom.
We coming.
That's it. Look, Peggy says that's it. You're all coming to my house.
We meet her.
And we'll bring the cards. We'll bring the
live stream to you.
Imagine getting drunk and doing those.
Oh, good God. That's how they would.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun to go around the country and do live streams together from different people's homes?
Well, like you said, I might see you next year. I'm looking forward to that. So I have to start planning.
We'll be in the same spot eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Okay.
Let's do more petty questions.
Come on.
Can we ask a Nick?
I gotta know this, guys. What does Lindsey Graham really think of Herschel Walker? Because he is like praising him up one side and down the other.
Okay, I'm going to. Okay.
Okay, let's calm down.
I'm going to use this deck on purpose because.
And if you pull that Lindsey Graham card again, I'm gonna lose it.
Well, that is so wrong. It's so petty.
I have to pull regular cards for the real answer, and then we'll go.
And I'm sorry. And it's got the prettiest. Look at that.
Though.
The blue gilded edges, Jenny. It's so shiny. I was like, I've never seen decks like that.
That's well made, that's for sure.
So what does Lindsey Graham really think of Herschel Walker?
Yeah. Because he's like trying to defend him, and what does he really think? Because we know they're just trying to, maintain some sort of power. What's he really think of Herschel?
Translation, that's what I was thinking too. Well, I ain't gonna say it.
Happy birthday, Maria.
He thinks he's manly. Okay. It actually didn't. Pay attention. Draw the card again. Okay. What does he think? And then the black man comes up first. What kind of deck is this?
He only sees him as a ticket to the majority. That's it. What does he really think of him? That's all he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a ticket to the end goal. That's it.
Deception.
He'll turn his back on him as soon as
There's
the
Graham. There's Herschel Walker coming out of Lindsey Graham's ass right there. And there's Mitch McConnell, the bunny demon.
Demon buddy.
He'll turn his back on him as soon as this election's over. He's like, there just to show support and celebrity and to structure things. And oh, look at how great he is. He doesn't really like him. He's just trying to help him get to higher ground in the election. As soon as the election is over, he'll be sneaking away, going and working on something else. He's got other plans that he wants to disrupt and stir up and cause problems with.
Mm-hmm. He just wants the majority.
Wait, I gotta show Jen the card.
Oh.
So here's a picture of Lindsey Graham coming out of Herschel Walker's ass, right there. Because this is the guy. This is a leg, and then there's the butt. But the butt has a window, and there's a person inside the window, like in a submarine, in his ass. And then this person over here, I don't know, it looks like a passed out drunk Mitch McConnell. And then there's like a demon bunny hanging on to this person here. And it says deception, lies, deceit, hidden truths, and secret. Yeah, he thinks he's a piece of shit liar. Mm-hmm. But he'll crawl out of his ass to get power with the demon bunny. Mm-hmm.
He's his ever ready bunny.
Demon bunny coming out of his ass.
Speaking of asses, though,
Kanye
can
West?
we do Kanye West? And I just want to look at like generally what's coming up for him. If you were doing a reading for him and he said, "Can you tell me what's going to happen in the next month or so?" What would you get?
Kanye, who likes Hitler.
Yeah, he's been suspended from Twitter. He's lost all his clothing deals and his school.
A black man praising praising Hitler.
Hitler.
Yeah.
Like
And-
what
And Nick Fuentes.
Johnie and I were talking about this the other day, and I was like, does he not have anyone around him that would say, yo, your mental health, dude, something? Because that's just not.
Well, his divorce was finalized, I heard, with Kim last week, too.
But you would think you would have somebody around that would be looking out for his interest, his own health interest, not letting him run around like a fool.
5150.
I would imagine he's not going to get a lot of visitation rights with his kids.
Exactly, Sister Truth. He's black. He's something else. Blackhead. Not if you deify Trump and Hitler. Like,
and then hang out with the white supremacists too.
I just
Please make that make sense.
anybody.
A black man walking around with the white supremacists praising him. That's the person that wants you killed, dude. That's just effed up on so many levels. Okay, let's see. That man ain't right in the head.
Okay.
You got some decisions to make because everything you're doing is getting blocked. It's like if I were talking to Kanye, you, the businessman, trying to protect your business, the winning at all costs and clinging to everything. Everybody's turning their backs on you. Everybody's talking about you, but it's not in a good way. So things are not going well. You're probably going to start losing a lot of money and losing your lifestyle and everything. So I get surprised. Here's some good news. Somebody's going to offer you a little part-time job like at McDonald's or somewhere, because that's probably about the only place you'll be able to get a job. Maybe DJing down at Mar-a-Lago, because somebody else might not be able to perform his duties as the DJ much longer.
I get 2 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Whatever plans you have here, some sort of thing that you may have been trying to work out. There's the crap in the coins.
Oh yeah,
lack of financial experience here. So there's some sort of business deal that's about to go south. Now, as far as support goes, this is why Kanye can continue with his behavior. The Ace of Swords with your victory and the 3 of Cups, there's your community. And then the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. So he still got some support. There's still people around him. Now, mind you, they have a financial stake in him continuing to be famous. And so he is now becoming Trump famous to where he just spits out garbage and then it makes the news. But 7 of Pentacles and the Hermit, people are moving. Whoever's was continuing to invest in you or some sort of investment here. I don't want to say he's going to lose. I don't know if he has a record deal with somebody or if he's doing his own thing. He may have his own thing, but somebody here is pulling back business-wise too.
Yeah, look, I get it here too. A contract that was successful and there's losses. There's serious illness. There's something here about a routine doctor or someone that he needs to work with is on his mind. Because it's tree, dog, and ring. It could be a spiritual advisor. It could be a healthcare professional. Any matter of health, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, all of it. All of it is encompassed in the tree that needs to be done routinely. But he's going to lose a lot of contracts that were successful and kaput, done. Enterprise comes to an end. It shows that he's seriously ill. Tree, man, and coffin. He's seriously ill. Friendships and loyalty is coming to an end. It's being ruined. There's something here about a woman in the family that is ill or could have passed or will be passing. There's a loss there with a woman in the family. I don't know who that is. Routine enterprise deals that he had, those end. He's heading for ruin because the box spread closes out with the coffin. He's headed straight to ruin, and it's just like I
kind of remember that his mother might have passed away or something, and that's when he
really died a long time ago.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is a mom or an ex-wife or a girlfriend or an assistant. She nights over to dog. She nights over to son. So it could have been a friend, an advisor, someone that was very loyal, very successful in the family. That has ended. So I don't know if that's his ex-wife. I don't know. All I'm seeing is a woman. But this is not what's coming. And this was for 3 months. He's going to continue to lose deals. The friends.
Could that be the ex-wife with this here?
Well, yeah, it's because this is behind him. So it shows that he was married to this one. So it could be Kim Kardashian. This column here talks about how he still has advisors around him, very close in his entourage, but eventually that comes to an end too.
We're gonna get tired of it too.
This ends because this night's here. This ends. This ends. The entourage ends. He's headed to ruin.
Because it's like Trump. He's gonna suck the life out of people.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need lawyers in court like Trump, but they're gonna eventually need their own.
And then you have the people that are in for their own self-interest. Let me see because Kanye West is the cash cow.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see how far I can cash in on this deal. And then when he sinks, well, then he sinks,
Mm-hmm.
But he's not headed to a good place at all. And with the tree being so close, I would be more concerned for his health before anything else. That needs attention big time. So that's
For changing gears, there was a blackout in North Carolina. And
from electricity, like the electricity went out?
Mm-hmm. And the sewer pumps, and it affected a whole bunch of stuff. But the police department, sheriff's department, said it was vandalized. Now, rumor has it was vandalized because there was a drag show going on. And so you may have had some goofy people that turned out the power for 40,000 families. So, will they find the people who vandalized? Because the sheriff's department is saying it was vandals, but the rest of that is rumor. So, will they find the people who vandalized
the power
in North Carolina, Moore County, I believe? It
wasn't like they had storms and it knocked the power out. Somebody deliberately did something.
Yes, the sheriff's saying this was vandalism.
So will they find the people that vandalized the power in North Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
They shot them out? They shot out transformers?
I think so.
That's what they're saying in chat.
I think that's what I read.
Oh, the crazy duck.
It gave me the boring card on that.
No, that one doesn't count.
It's danger, uselessness, instability. Oh. Food consumption. Enlightenment. Unhealthy attachment. Two substations damaged by gunfire. Will we find them? Yes, but it's going to take a lot of tips and that type of thing. Somebody's gonna have to rat somebody out.
Like a message board or a tip board or something
Mhm.
like that, or something perhaps that was posted online or written about. That's how they catch
That's what
them.
they were gonna do.
And
But yeah.
I think it's a couple, like a man and woman together, that did this. So there's some sort of collaboration from a couple that did this. So if they're traveling around while they're doing this, I do think they'll get tangible information. It's probably, with ones, there's probably messaging to me of some kind. It's going to take a while, though.
So let's assume this assumption reading that Jeffries is going to be the minority speaker and McCarthy is going to be the majority speaker. How will their relationship be? Will they work together? Will they clash? What's going to happen there?
So the relationship between Jeffries and McCarthy.
Assuming their roles.
Oh no!
I just want to say something. Damn it.
There's McCarthy trying to get a hold of his party, shitting coins.
Somebody got stabbed. Oh my god.
They got stabbed?
So there's a person here getting stabbed in the head.
Oh my god!
There's somebody like hiding in the shadows doing it.
Oh yeah, he skewered him in the head. And this
they're
guy's
holding up the table.
Yeah, with his little weeby. Oh look, and this guy's got something coming out his ass too. Hold on, I gotta get the thing.
What is that?
Hold on. Let me see.
I don't know what that is.
He's got something coming out of his ass. Oh no, it's like a thin veil. See?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was something coming out of his ass. No. And that on the table, for some reason, I keep thinking it's like fried eggs, but it looks like biscuits. Biscuits or coins? I think it's biscuits. And then there's
coins. Is that where it came
from?
from?
And then there's a pig foot. There's a pig foot right there. See?
Oh my god. What's wrong with this man?
I don't know, but this is so cool.
We need to do a reading on him.
Yeah, the guy that is stabbing him in the head, he's got like a rat face.
I get there's a lot of anxiety between them. Like whoever is sitting there, I get there's going to be changes coming that they can't see coming. I get there'll be a lot of lies about Biden. So guess where that's coming from. But I also get like there's a break with America. Like they're trying to fragment America.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's probably coming from more from McCarthy, the Trumpists, like trying to split up, still trying to divide America. Make America choose. Somewhere down the road, they will, I get both sides of the party will work together again, but it's way down the road. They're going to just keep dividing and blocking and everything.
What are you getting, Johnny?
I get a change in house leadership. I don't know why, don't know how. I didn't even ask about that, but that's what all fell out just a minute ago. There's a change in house leadership, and as far as like groups and little incel groups do, and the leaders that are in charge, I don't think they're going to work together. I think one is going to have more power over the other, but it's going to come like out of nowhere. And so this may be unexpected because maybe they can't get on the same page with this. Is my Democrat card, so maybe the Democrats have some sort of advantage, but hashtag grain of salt. So, but we'll see.
I get the key, the clover, the moon, the storks, the anchor. Someone is going to play this very, very well to their advantage to achieve wins. However, with the moon being in the middle, this is all for theater and theatrics, marketing, celebrity. So I'm thinking Joaquin Jeffries may be able to 1-2 punch Kevin McCarthy like a bitch all day, every day. There's nothing here about legislation. There's nothing here about anything other than for show, it's going to be really good. Their relationship, one guy's going to get knocked out. The other one's going to walk all over him. It's the person that is persistent, has achieved something in their career, a significant achievement in their career. So I'm thinking Jeffries, that's able to flip things around to his advantage for a win or for the party to win. So it looks good for Jeffries. McCarthy, I don't know. He's looking like he's going to be made somebody's bitch over and over and over again because he's going to get called out repeatedly. So that's about it. But I don't know for legislative purposes. I got nothing on that. So what's the
I
other
gotta
one?
know, what does Spirit think of Johnny's new deck?
I'm going to ask it.
That one?
Yes.
I told Johnny, I said, you ever think about throwing that away, you better call me. I will pay for you to ship it. That is like the best thing in the world.
We cannot possibly get rid of this now. Good God. No flower pressure. All night.
All night. Which makes me sad because that's like one of my favorite cards.
No flower pressure. Oh, it likes it. I got the lover card, and it's relatively normal. Oh, it's like the traditional lovers card too, where he had one maiden that was like pretty, and then the other one was plain. Oh, temptation. So it's a little nice and a little crazy. There's the devil card. And then Ascendant of the Blessed. So then there's the Judgment. It's all in what you think. Do you like it? Keep it. Cut the ears off.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's an ear with a mouth too. Is that a mouth?
Ooh, what the hell?
Look, can you see? You need this? I think it's a mouth.
That sentence, is that an ear with a mouth? It's like
You can see.
This deck is madness.
You can see where it got stabbed with an arrow. Yeah, but that looks like a mouth.
That's crazy.
That looks like a mouth. So what does it say? Conflict, victory, communication.
Is this the fart card? It's got music on somebody's behind. So butt music.
And they're all pointing at it and looking at his butt. And then there's these two people and a wolf in there.
God.
I get they're learning a lot from this deck. And for the readers who are traditionalists, they probably wouldn't like it.
No, he's like an oracle deck.
But for the Petty Boots Club, it's like it's great. Like move forward with it. It's got a different perspective on the messages that it gives, but it's very clear in its meaning.
Yeah, I get that perhaps the woman that's a bit of a traditionalist may turn her nose up at it. But other than that,
guide.
Or I don't know.
My
Look,
guide is a woman.
woman, Lily's Mountain. So a very mature, wise, older woman might not be on board, but then kind of gets over it because it's funny.
It is.
Because there's the fun right here with the lilies
If
and
you're
the
going to
red.
guide me, you're going to have a humor.
Yeah. Yep. Maybe it just means that she just doesn't understand it. There's like an obstacle there. Perhaps she thinks it's in poor taste, or I don't know. But it's funny.
Look, are we going to have any big breaking news before Christmas? Anything big Spirit wants to let us know about here in the U.S. or
Politically speaking?
Politically, yeah.
Any big politics?
I mean, it seems like every day something's happening, and it feels like with the seditious conspiracy charge, like, ooh, we're gonna start going. We're gonna have some momentum now.
There might be some instability with markets or investments, property, or that type of thing. Something you'd be in agreement on, though, so it's not just a one-party system. So maybe purchasing something of high value, but it has success in the end, but it's lacking right before Christmas. So no political shock. It's not in that region.
I'm getting something about a lie, another like big lie, because I'm getting election stuff all over this, like someone stealing or manipulating votes and blocking someone from a win. Like we're going to learn something, I think, on somebody that blocked votes, burdened votes. Something's gonna come out that's gonna surprise everybody about somebody that blocked votes.
I get woman, key, man, moon, mice. A woman and a man, very important. Access, a woman has access to a man. A woman answers to a man. There's access between her and him. And there's corruption in the man's career. That is something that may come up. So it's woman's access to a man and career corruption. So I don't know if this is a Jennie Thomas.
I was gonna say that sounds like a Jennie Thomas thing.
It might be Mike Lindell and that Tina Peters too.
It could be too, because look, woman, access, man, career, corruption.
Because he corrupted her. Well, they were both corrupted, but he paid a lot of money into her campaign, and that's how she got in trouble now.
And then woman, man, corruption, woman, man, and this man is a thief. Access to career here, important career. This would be pillows and magnets. So, my pillow guy or whatever. But it's something between a man and a woman, very important. She has access to him or she answers to him that way.
And they were involved in the voting and all that too.
Oh, really? Well, right here.
Because that's what they were doing.
Wait, who?
Trying to manipulate votes.
They were manipulating
Oh, Tina
votes.
Peters? Was she, where was she?
She was the Cook County clerk, something. I don't know.
Is that in Arizona?
Something.
Oh, that one in Colorado or somewhere?
one of the upper states.
Colorado or something, or not Pennsylvania, Wisconsin or Michigan or something like that. One in the north. Well, I don't know. It's woman access to man, or a woman that answers a man. They have access together. She has access because she's got the keys. Something about career here, and then corruption. Something's missing and stolen. Colorado. Okay, so maybe it's Jennie Thomas, maybe it's Mike Lindell, and this other person that you guys are saying.
It's kind of like ours are fitting together if it's the Mike Lindell story.
Or it could be Jennie Thomas and what's his face, Clarence Thomas, because I sent you a link the other day.
Because he tried to manipulate the electoral college votes too.
Yeah, I sent you a link the other day from a video I saw on MSNBC from Senator Sheldon Whitehouse opening up a committee to start investigating the Supreme Court, because there was that article that just published where it was not disclosed. It was found out by a journalist that there was an effort, a $35 million effort to lobby Supreme Court justices, and they don't have to claim any of that. So any member of Congress would have to disclose that. Any other federal judge would have to disclose that. The Supreme Court operates in their own universe where they don't even have to disclose their corruption. And there was a $35 million effort from, I think, a lawyer or somebody from the Federalist Society that's been lobbying them to get them to rule a certain way. So it could be that. I don't know. But thievery, losses. So it could be either or. Jennie Thomas, the election was stolen, Trump, or Mike Lindell, and what's her face?
So I got one last question, petty question, since we got 3 minutes. Not Donald Trump. Oh, Lord. That was Freudian slip, I guess. Kanye West once asked Mike Zuckerberg. Is his name Mike Zuckerberg? Luke Zuckerberg? What's that boy's name?
Mark
Zuckerberg.
The guy that looks like an alien.
Like my mama. Thomas, Mark, Matthew, Luke, John, somebody's name. Kanye West once asked Zuckerberg for, what was it, $10 billion, whatever.
10 billion.
He asked him for like a lot of money so that he could invest and start his companies and all that type of stuff. And what I want to know is if Felicia Zuckerberg, thank you.
Felicia Zuckerberg.
If Kanye West were to ask Donald Trump for some money, since he's heading down the road to ruin, what would the response be? What would Donald tell him? Because he doesn't even let his daughter get married for free, his son throw charity events for free. What would he tell Kanye
Well, didn't
West?
they just get into a fight because Kanye West showed up at Mar-a-Lago with the white supremacists and asked Trump how he would feel about being his vice president?
I got a follow-up question. So,
I was like, I would have paid to be a fly on the wall for that. Two mentally unstable people fighting over power. Like, that would have been. So how would Donald Trump react to Kanye West asking him for money?
Mm-hmm.
How would Donald Trump react to Kanye West asking him for money?
Wouldn't give him a turkey thing. I believe you. Let's know about these cards. So. The three of baskets. It's like, I'll give you this. Pass the collection plate.
Yeah. I like businessmen that win. I like soldiers that aren't captured. You're a loser. Trump would say, let me sleep on it, but he would be very burdened by a celebrity asking him for money. The devil there, and he won't give him any. I have a petty follow-up though.
I get that they would get in a big old fight.
Asia.
He's like what are those? A funnel. He's inside of a funnel with a sword. And look, he's pissing himself right there. He's leaving a trail of piss.
Looks like his tail.
Oh, is that a tail?
Asia and Joe? I missed one.
Is that a lollipop?
It looks like a button.
Let's
It
see.
looks like he's got thread or something, and that's a button.
Gave some emergency pull cord.
Kind of.
Look, there's
Like, what is happening here?
Kanye West running around right there.
Lord Jesus.
Ready to light his butt
Next
on
to
fire.
Donald
Next to the Donald Trump fat man sitting on the barrel. Listen. He would tell him to get a job. There's the Knight of Pentacles. It's like, get a job.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yep, that's what I get too. Get out. They would get in a big old fight. Get in a big old fight. Ends with the whip.
So, Nick Fuentes, yay of the con, having dinner with Donald Trump. Did he make them pay for it? Did Trump make them pay for their own dinner?
Did they have to pay for their dinner?
For your own sandwich.
Bring your own McDonald's.
Like, yeah, you can come have dinner with me at Mar-a-Lago, but did he make him pick up the tab? I mean, I could see him making him pay for his own dinner too. Did he make them pay the tab?
I know it. I love it. I love it.
Her rainbow hair and her doll Jesus.
Virgin Mother. The Virgin Mother. Melania. There's Melania again.
That's hard. I can't do it. Like, Donald, don't you give me my money?
There's Melania. Don't do it, Donald. We need every dollar we can get.
Lord Jesus. You know what? I'm actually not even playing cards.
No, we're just looking at
I'm
pictures.
just flipping them up like, look, okay, pay attention. Donald Trump today, he did make them pay. I'm using the check though.
I get a big old fat yes. I get, for practical reasons, there's the tab. It's like, you're traveling all the way down here to see me because I'm such a big shot celebrity and I'm above you guys in station. I get he would bully them at the dinner table. There's Trump and big fat yes.
I get a yes, and then they probably talked about a little show and tell about, hey, you guys want to see what classified stuff I have?
Mm-hmm.
Pay a little bit more, and I'll show you what I got on classified information about.
Is that documents or little mushrooms that are in celibacy?
Yeah. Wait, no, this one is raspberries, I think. Raspberries and strawberries.
Little Nick Fuentes might have a little bitty mushroom like Trump.
Mm-hmm.
What in the world? They're eating berries out of a berry.
Or is that an egg?
It's an egg berry. What's happening in this car?
Yeah, it's like an egg with berries inside. It's like cherries.
So here. Oh,
and I think this is like a ball of cells or a ball of pimples. I'm not sure. It looks like a ball of cells.
So I'm not even making this up. There's somebody who would have soiled diaper.
Oh yeah, he shit his pants. It's Trump. There's a picture of baby Trump at Mar-a-Lago.
Crap in his pants.
Yeah, it really is. It's
That's probably Fuentes because Donald Trump's at the table eating, and they're like all begging for scraps right now.
Please, sir, may I have another?
You see what else is on here? This is like the coolest thing ever. There's a hot dog. It looks like a hot dog by the fire, and then look, he's got pimples on his heads and boils. Look at that.
Ooh, he caught something.
And he's all dirty, and his pants are dirty. He soiled himself, and then there's Fat Trump drinking at the table. What is he eating? He's eating a cake. There's some ribs.
That sounds like him.
Chicken legs.
Uh-huh.
And he's got a chicken foot in his mouth. No, look. He's eating a chicken foot. He's eating a chicken foot.
KFC.
Yeah. I don't see the ketchup though, but he's got a lot of knives. He's got one knife there, two knives, an arrow through the head of the hat. This duck is so cool.
Johnny, you may have to do a tarot walkthrough with Trillium on that. But
this
make yourself real big so we can see the details of the cards.
because
I'm
that's a
surprised
lot.
we didn't even get the flower pusher once, and that's like my favorite. You know the flower pusher?
Yeah.
It's in there, and I can't.
That's the arrow pusher.
That's the arrow pusher, but the arrow push, the flower pusher is like the best card ever in the whole deck.
Becca's got a new arrow. She might be an arrow pusher.
Yeah. I'll shove that arrow up Trump's ass.
It's always at the front though, but it's
Did the magnifying glass come with the deck? No.
There you go. That's my favorite.
Force is the justice card too. At that, there's your flower pusher.
It's like the best card ever. I love that card. I love it.
And it's not even the most messed up thing in this deck.
The best thing ever. Yeah, that's the deck that Ona has. We just found it today at Barnes and Nobles, and I was like, I'm getting you this for Christmas. I don't care if you ever use it. Damn it, you're getting it. So
we have to use it every Sunday.
So yeah. Yep.
Mm.
Let me see with that magnifier. Oh, with my. You need one of these to look at that deck. It's so cool. You see?
There's so many details.
It's like one ginormous orgy, man. Like, oh, there's the flower pusher right there. It's right here. The rest of it just looks like one big orgy.
Acid trip.
Yeah, like this guy was on drugs, man. Like he had to have been. This deck is great. I might go back and just get one for myself, even though I don't read tarot.
Well, next week we're back on Johnny's channel. Safe travels home tomorrow, Johnny, and you'll be watching. We're gonna do a New Year's Eve fundraiser like we usually do too. So we'll be putting some stuff out there for that.
Yeah. Johnny's gonna sit here and play with his balls.
In the hand.
He's got his balls in his hands.
Lucky balls.
Mm-hmm. What did you want to do now?
I'm content.
You're content?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to make dinner?
I don't know. You make whatever you want. You do whatever you want. This your house.
It's your house, your live stream. You can continue on into the kitchen if you want to, or you can.
That's what I was thinking.
We're
Like
still live, so
Johnny,
take everybody into the cooking show.
That would be fun. That would be really fun.
That would be a bad idea.
It would be
after party cooking show with Becca and Johnny together cooking.
Yeah, that would be.
Becca, teach him how to make a Monte Cristo sandwich.
No, I don't.
Oh, I don't even have the stuff to make a Monte Cristo sandwich.
I don't need to know that.
You don't want mozzarella sticks?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, mozzarella sticks. Okay, so maybe I will go take the computer down there and go live from the kitchen.
Wherever you want to do.
Okay. Or did you want to stay up here?
Don't give me options in things. You say this is what we're gonna do, then I'll follow.
Okay, so Johnny's gonna stay up here in the after show. I'm gonna go get stuff ready downstairs.
Okay.
So you just stay here and fuck off with everything. I'll be right back, guys. Well, not fuck off, but you know when you're like screw around. I didn't mean it that way. I'm gonna go get stuff ready downstairs, Jenny, so then we can destroy my kitchen. It's gonna be fun.
Johnny, why don't you make me smaller and walk them through a little bit of that deck?
Okay, so you know how to use this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm sure you can figure it out. You know how to use a computer. So you want mozzarella sticks?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sounds good.
Uh-huh.
I will be right back. I need a quick ladies' room break.
Oh, there's the first one. That's the Justice card. Now, the deck is not traditional at all. So if you read cards traditionally, this is a challenge. Because there's no 2 of cups, there's no 3 of cups, there's no none of that. There's an ace. So you have like an ace of swords, but there's no 2 of swords. The next cards are like the page of swords, the knight of swords, the baron of swords, the king of swords, the queen of swords, and then it ends. I don't even know if it's 78 cards. I think it is, though. Let me read this. But it has words at the bottom, so you can read it like an oracle deck. And, you know, they have the book, of course, so you still got the info on what's what. Like it says, the Queen of Coins. That would usually be the Queen of Pentacles. It says asking for help in poverty. So that's not the Queen of Pentacles at all. So it's not traditional Rider-Waite. You have to but read what's at the bottom, because what's at the bottom is telling you about the card. Like, for instance, the World card, perfection, completion, victory, and religion. And religion is not the World card, but there you go. So you read these by themselves. Don't try to read them in conjunction with the Rider-Waite. Just read them as they are. Or don't try to read them. Don't try to read them as the Rider-Waite, because they're not at all. But like, that's the Page of Vessels, which you would think would be like the Page of Cups. But it says promotion and hard work, dedication, loyalty, and career, which is more like a Knight of Pentacles. Then you do have the Temperance, peace, pleasure, and communication, which is not Temperance. But number 14 in the Rider-Waite is Temperance, but this is not Temperance. So don't read it like the Rider-Waite, because it's not. And then they have like this sin section. They have like 4 cards named after sin. So it's like the sin of sloth, the sin of greed, and the sin of something and something and something. So that's the sin of sloth. And it's laziness, tired, sleep, rest, relaxation, and home life. Would you think that'd be kind of 4 swordish? So don't read it like Rider-Waite. But these cards, to like truly appreciate them, you got to get them in person, or do some sort of flip through to where it's like really close to the camera, because there's little bitty details in all of these that just make you go, what in the world am I looking at? Like there is one of these cards where there it is there. Like there's a guy in the shadows, and it's very hard to see, but he's in the shadows over here. And he's like stabbing the other guy in the head, but you can't see it until you like look really, really close, because he's like the same color as the background. And then there's like a hole in the wall and a bunch of little eyes in there. And so you gotta just, if you are interested in weird art, weird is subjective, but weird art, you at least Google the images and see. I think this was $40, $30, $29.95. I like the box though, too. It's very shiny. You know, I mean, magpie-ish. And it opens this way. It's got the art. Because I believe all of this comes from the paintings and they just took the scenes out of the painting and then just made like cards with them. I believe that's what's going on. It's bizarre. Because, like, in the book, they do talk about, like, oh, this is modeled after the high priestess, but oh, Jesus.
You said we were going to do it.
Yes, let's go for it.
This is going to be the most disgusting thing in the world. I'm going to tell Jen the story. Is Jenny here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go back.
Me and Pandemonium.
So we met up at the Irvine Spectrum when we went to the store that had candy. And we bought this because it sounded disgusting.
Bacon beer.
Bacon soda.
Bacon soda.
This is going to be gross. I don't even know how to open it. Hold on. Oh, because it's got one of...
Need a bottle
Need a bottle opener.
I have one, but it's at home because I didn't put it in my wallet because it's sharp.
Let me see if Peanut can open it.
And
They
I'm
take
like,
it away from you at the airport.
yeah, probably. Like, that's all I need is to spend 4 hours in the TSA because I had a sharp bottle opener. So
It's for my bacon bottles. My liquid bacon.
And it's shaped like a playing card, and it's got like the little tooth things in the middle.
We're going to drink it.
Yeah, kittens are growing fast, especially Skewy. He's getting long.
The least destructive.
The least destructive, but can be the most annoying to Lucy. The rest of the time, he's just sweet.
Oh, let me ask, does anybody out there know where you can get pictures blown up? Like commercially, there's like a commercial place because I look like that would be everywhere. Now, oh, go to Tom's down the street from here. Like,
I think Walgreens will do that.
I bought a print and I want it enlarged, but I want like a big giant wall thing. But I don't know where you would go to get that. See, I looked up FedEx, and FedEx does printing, but it didn't say it did the other thing. So I wasn't sure if FedEx did it or not.
It's going to be nasty because it stinks.
Oh,
It smells really
It
bad.
smells like grease.
Uh-huh. I put ice in it so it's not so bad.
Oh, it's red.
It's red.
Oh, it's This is bad.
Oh, God.
People, try it.
No, I don't want
Take a taste and say I mean about 50 times.
It smells like you bacon bits,
It smells like bacon bits.
but bacon bits smells like, bad. It smells like bacon. It tastes like bacon.
It's not as bad as you think.
I'll stick to my tea, thank you.
Let's leave it at that.
Oh, that's nasty.
There's your thumbnail for tonight, Becca.
That's so gross. How much was this? And we just bought it because it was like, that's going to be gross. It says Lester's Fixins, artificially flavored bacon soda.
It is artificially flavored.
Y'all get your fixins. That's what it says. Y'all get your fixins.
Wait a minute. Give me some.
Did you taste it, Johnny?
It smells so bad. It smells like bacon bits on steroids, but in a soda.
Hold your nose and take a sip.
I breathe.
Yeah, we got to treat this like a fine
I
wine.
agree.
Oh, we found.
The real question is, why do we keep smelling it? It's like that stinky candle in the store. You got to smell it again and again and again.
And they had one too, Jenny, that was ranch flavored.
Ranch dressing.
Oh, like
Ranch
Hidden Valley
dressing
Ranch.
soda, grass.
That grass. If you want to taste grass.
Mhm.
The woman behind the counter said it tastes like grass.
Like
you know, when you cut grass, like I said, if you can smell it, you can taste it. So it tastes like grass. I'm like, oh.
Well, if they made it taste like the other
Oh,
grass, everybody'd
no.
like it.
No, no.
It's got a. It's like it's trying to be sweet soda, but then it's got a funky taste, like you dipped socks in it.
Like bacon. Like bacon grease.
Socks.
like somebody made bacon grease socks. And we keep drinking it too.
And I keep smelling it. Do it again.
What's Peanut think of it?
He said it's not bad. It's not as bad as you think.
It's bad.
It's
gross.
Okay. It's not as bad as you think. Like it's not like because I keep drinking it apparently.
It's gross though.
But it's not something to buy 12-pack of. And they're like, oh, get that bacon soda.
They had one, Jenny, that had a picture of Kim Jong-un in a mushroom cloud, and it said apocalypse soda, taste the apocalypse. They had one with what's the dead guy? Osama bin Laden on it.
Osama bin Laden. They had him. His eyes were all bugged out.
I was watching an interview with One-Eyed Stewie Rhodes' son, who's an adult now, and he was talking about as a child that Stewie would make them eat those rations, you know, like if you're holed up in a tunnel, right?
Yeah, the MREs.
Yeah, like that. Like they lived on those for months at a time. He would make them eat those for every meal and stuff. I'm like, I would think this soda is something that Stewie Rhodes would like.
Bacon soda, y'all. Look at that. It's bacon. They had one that was maple syrup.
Mm-hmm.
Maple syrup soda.
Any kind of weird thing you can think of, they had a flavor of soda.
Maple syrup wouldn't be so bad. I like maple flavoring and things.
Mm-mm. Oh, Jules, you liked the iron beer? I bought iron beer to bring home and Hupinha to bring home. But this is just nasty. Like, I do not recommend. This is not taste approved. It's just gross.
Have to taste. Have to taste.
It tastes like you just took bacon grease with bacon bits and put it in a soda. It's nasty, huh?
A little aftertaste. A little aftertaste in the after show.
The carbonation bubbles are bringing back the bacon taste.
Didn't they have an egg soda too?
They had everything. Everything you can possibly think.
Well, egg creams are like egg sodas. They're good.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't egg cream, Jen. It had a picture of like fried eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And
man.
Yeah, like
the greasy
gross.
soda.
Yeah, like gross. Like why would it? Obviously, you would do this as a gag gift, you know, because this is disgusting. It's like really gross. And we're just drinking it because why not? Mm-mm.
I can't believe that.
That's nasty.
I mean, I don't know what I wanted it to taste like, but I wasn't expecting that.
That's so gross.
Oh no, I didn't.
You can practice your puke takes like Stephen Colbert does.
Let me see. It can be slug bait in my garden. I don't know. This might kill the slugs. It'll kill everything because it just. Ooh, this is bad. Mm-mm. That's really gross. There's nothing good about it. At all. And this soda was like what, $4 or something like that?
Yeah, that whole store was ridiculously priced.
Yeah. And then the lady overcharged me for everything, and I went to check out. She's like $50, and I was like, "What?" And then she
took off 2 things, and it dropped to $20.
Yeah,
like
I was like, "You double charged me for something because there was no way that 2 pieces of candy, a gag soda and a Nerds is going to cost me 50 something bucks.
Mhm.
Oh, and the Nutellas, the little
The
tiny,
Nutellas. That's what she took off.
they had these little tiny Nutella things about this big. And I grabbed them. There wasn't a price. And she said, after she rung me up and she told me it was like $50, I was like, how much were those? She was like $4.99. I was like, I've seen those at Target for $1.
Mm-hmm.
And then she took both of those off and it went from $50 to $25. I was like, she double charged me on something.
Yeah.
Because there's no way. I can do math.
Because
5 and 5 is not
50 and minus 8 is not $25.
No. This was disgusting. Ugh. That was a bad idea. Well, and then I got this for free at the. Well, we got 2. You want this one to take it
I
home?
don't need it. Because you write your book names and crap, and I don't have no books.
It's a book journal.
I'm remedial. You know I can't read.
Because they were. We checked out with my.
It's got scribble scrabble at the front.
So when you have 3 versions of a book, you can log them all in.
I do have 3 versions of a book. It's up there.
I know you do. You text about it.
I had to. They were all different editions of the same thing, and I was like, "Ooh, one might have something the other one doesn't have, so let me get them." So yeah, now I got 2 of these little book journals, and it's cute. It's got books. There's a little kitty cat sleeping right there on the shelf. Little kitty cat, some flowers.
See, I would never use it.
You would
I
never use
only
it?
thought, oh, this is going to be great. I can write the questions down in, and this is the only
That was the only page.
Because the rest of this is
It's just
like
a book
that.
journal, yeah. Which is cute. That makes a really good gift for Christmas.
Mm.
I love
For people
journals.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
But
that
this
is
is.
in my mouth.
I know. I can't get it out now. It's gross.
I'm gonna eat wafer cookie.
You're gonna eat a wafer
I'm gonna
cookie?
eat a wafer cookie. That'll get it out.
Oh no, I'm okay. Ugh. Mm-mm. That was the worst idea in the world.
I feel like I can taste the bacon soda, so I have to go to a special dark.
I should send you one as a gag gift for Christmas. And
Yeah, no, I can't drink sodas. So if I drink sodas, they give me kidney infections. So I don't.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't drink soda. I might have one a year, maybe.
Huh. What? That was from. Oh yeah, from Trader Joe's. How is it? You don't like it?
Mm-mm.
You don't like it at all?
Mm-mm.
Did you get some molten lava cakes from Trader Joe's?
I did. I got period cakes, but Johnny's like, I don't want those. I was like,
I didn't say that.
I was like, more for me. More for me.
This tastes like chalk.
And I got a bunch of stuff. I got what I got? Mozzarella sticks. I got burgers, but I don't know if Johnny wants to eat a burger. If I can go make burgers.
Taste it again, Johnny. Maybe it's the aftertaste of the bacon that makes
Yeah.
it taste like chalk.
That's just gross. You don't like it?
Mm-mm.
No. It's a no for Johnny. He doesn't like it.
Well, it's not actually okay. No,
Thank you, Morch.
I don't like the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing tastes like shit.
I mean,
It's got a-
Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta get you your little because I forgot. Oh, let me take this down before we spill bacon and my whole room smells like bacon. This is disgusting.
It tastes. The chocolate is bad. The wafer is bad. The peanut butter is bad. But you can taste all 3, mind you. So somebody would like it, but it's not good. It tastes like it's old, but it's not, because it's got a chalky texture and I don't know. I don't like it. Mm-mm. And I'm about to taste it again.
Mayhem's about to get in trouble over here.
Is she tearing up the house still?
She's racing around again.
Mm-mm. 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 I can't. I got 2.
So, how many zillions of house plants does Becca have in her house now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in this room.
She's a plant addict and a book addict.
When we went to Leaf, there was a bunch of plants in there, and they're for sale too. We spent like 4 years in Leaf. We really did. It's easy to do.
So I didn't know which one you wanted. Do you want the reindeer or this one?
I don't care.
I'll give you this one. They got these little advent calendars at Trader Joe's. I didn't see the ones for the pets though, Jenny. And then they have these peppermint merengues. I'm gonna eat one.
Little mayhem Roro. Yep, and there she comes with chaos. Everything I have to hide from her, like the treat things. After I give them treats, I have to put them in a tin to keep her from chewing on the bag. So I was at the store the other day and they had the big bags of the hard food that I feed them on sale. So I thought, okay, we're getting into bad weather time of year. I'm going to buy 2 big bags. I'll dump one in the storage bin I have, and I'll save the other one just in case the weather gets bad. I don't have to run to the store for cat food. No, she goes and chews on that one and tore up the package like a mouse eating on it or whatever. I'm like, okay, it's going to get stale now because you've just chewed a hole in it.
Yeah, that's why she's called Chaos now. And Roro's Mayhem and sweet little Johnie.
Johnny Fortescue is Pandemonium.
Pandemonium. Look, there she is right there, Chaos. There's Chaos coming.
She thought I was going to give her another treat because I'm putting it in the tin.
She's just looking for trouble. She's like a little tornado.
They're all 3 right here.
Chaos, Mayhem, and Pandemonium.
I need adult supervision when I go to Trader Joe's. Yeah, me too.
I do too.
Well, not that store in particular, but any store.
We were good at Leaf though. We were good.
I was not. I got right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rings on right now. I started the day with 3.
So you only bought 2, and then you got the other 2 for your balls.
This one I got not yesterday, but where was we at? Oh, there was the lady who made the deck who was there in the store.
Oh yeah,
she sold these in her thing.
Did Johnny tell you he met the artist at the bookstore?
One of the decks I have, the lady who made the deck was in there. She was at the bookstore, and she's got a little store in there.
Nice.
She had some really cool art prints, so I got bookmarks and some postcards that I'm going to use as bookmarks. But her art was really cool. It was really pretty.
I forget the name of the deck. I have it already. I bought it again anyway.
It's right.
It's like the unusual creatures or the enchanted creatures or something.
It says it in the back. Her name is Liz Huston. Liz Huston, but it doesn't say. It doesn't.
Jules, are you in the chat? Because Jules bought it too.
Oh, Jules bought it too. See, look, this one. I like it.
And that's in the deck.
Yeah, it's pretty.
What's the name of the darn thing?
Liz Huston.
Oh, my phone's dead.
Your phone's dead?
Google Trillium Tarot. She only made the one deck. So if you Google Liz Huston, Huston, then it should come up. It's like the unusual creatures deck or the unusual something. I forget. But she was really nice too.
She was cool. Her store was really cool. Oh, Sylvia wants you to show your rings.
Oh, well, that's not mine. Well, that is mine, but my brother gave it back.
So we decided we can't go shopping together because we enable each other.
We went to Barnes and Noble because Dreams Creepers are Dreams Creepers. Did that have alcohol in that baking soda? I can't talk.
It had poison.
Well, that's the one you sent me, Sylvia. And so, like I tell you, I never take it off. Except, when I have to. But this is the other one. It's amethyst.
Mm-hmm. He got that one today.
I got that one at Leaf. And then I just got a plain green, whatever that is.
Looks like jade, maybe?
No, I'm not even going to guess because I have no idea. I got adventurine because I've always wanted one, but I can't wear this one because it's gigantic. But I'm walking around in my pocket like an old man with a bunch of change in his pocket. I got a bunch of rocks.
Mm-hmm.
That's my adventurine, my pickle.
It does look like a pickle.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of those little, it does.
I was walking around today with it like that, holding it in the sun. It's like, you know how weird you look right now?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's okay.
And then I just gave him more rocks from my stash. It's in his little bag over there.
So he's gonna go home with heavy suitcase.
I said I do not want a house full of loose rocks, and I have like 5 right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, the little balls you can just, if you're gonna, do not throw those out either.
What?
The little balls.
Well, why do I throw them away?
I don't know, because you throw everything away.
I do throw things away.
Yeah.
Those are my fidget stones. Like, sit there. My hands have to do something. Either I shuffle all day, or I got the selenite wand, and I'll just do it back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But it's like, I like the smooth stone because we know the selenite's the squares.
Mm-hmm. I was good though. I only bought one rock because there was a labradorite that I was eyeballing because the ones that I have, got that one there. See, it doesn't really have that much of a blue flash, and then I got that one right there on the bookshelf that it has some blue, but it didn't have the blue like the one in the store. And I was like, put that shit down right now. And I only got the one because I don't have anything like that one. So I was good.
That's nice.
What, that one?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the blue is in the back where it's not polished. I mean, you can still see it, but since it's not polished, it doesn't flash as much. But look, there she is. She's being so bad. So
Got her back playing.
She's so bad.
Bad to the bone.
Little mayhem.
Bad to the bone.
You didn't bring your charger? Because all I have is a Mac phone charger.
I don't need it.
Okay.
Everybody know where I am.
So, and then tomorrow we get to go back to LA to take Johnny to the airport. And then he goes back to Portland.
Where it snowed today.
He showed me pictures. I was like, man, and it's over here like 67 degrees. I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
My brother said it snowed for 3 hours, but none of it stuck. It all melted.
Trillium, my Feather Wand toys, which I like the ones that have a strong connection here. You'll see some that are real thin right here. Those snap and break too easy. I get these at Target, and they don't have them all the time. So when I find them, I buy like 10 of them and save them for throughout the year or whatever. So occasionally I'll see them at like PetSmart, but don't get the ones that are real thin right here. They snap and break too easy. These you can, they're flexible. Like I've got some that are not flexible. And they like the ones with the Mylar in them, where it's got the shiny stuff in with it.
Oh, y'all still getting snow, Greta? Is it sticking there? Because Multnomah County is not too far from where I am. It's like an hour.
Cool beans. It was really nice seeing Jules and Nina. That was really fun to meet them in person. And Nancy too.
Yeah, we had fun at the Cheesecake Factories where we all met. Walked around the mall.
It's a huge mall, Jenny, and it's really pretty, but it's like you could get lost because it's all out, like everything you walk around outdoors. And it was really pretty because they had everything set up for Christmas, so all the lights on the trees and
I love those outdoor
Christmas carolers.
No.
No, that was at
That was at the forest.
forest this year. Yeah, they had the Christmas Carol people at the forest, but it was a pretty mall. But it's like a black hole in there too. You can just go and just get lost inside of there.
There's 1,001 stores.
Mm-hmm. And then there was like chaos afterwards, remember? And we can't. Yeah, the SWAT team showed up, and we still can't figure out why they were there
because it wasn't on the news.
We were leaving, and I was driving Nancy back to her car because that mall is so huge. Like if she were to walk from where we were back to where she was, it was over a mile away, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. It was over a mile away, and I was like, we'll all go in my car and I'll drive you back. So we go to go to her car in the parking garage, and as we're driving up, like 800 freaking cop cars
zoomed in. I was like, wait, what's happening? And
the helicopter too.
They heard you were there. They were coming to get you.
They arrest us.
Lights everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And we couldn't get in. We couldn't get in. It was all blocked off, and we're like, "What is going on here?"
Because the parking garage had like 2 exits, and they plugged up one, and so we drove around. Because we asked the cop there, "Can she at least walk in to go get her car?" No. Like, okay, well, and then we go.
You don't want her walking in to get her car if there's a shooting or something going on.
That's what I thought in my head. I was like, "This has to," but I didn't dare voice it at all. But if it were, it would have been on the news, and we found nothing, nothing at all.
And then the next cop, like, can she go in and get her car?
Yeah. And it was like all these like 20 cop cars for like, what the hell's going on?
And they weren't all at one place. They were like surrounded the parking garage, but they were plugging up one hole. And so I don't know what was happening. Mm-mm. Rhythm Nation checks next door. That's why I called her daughter was Rhythm Nation.
Rhythm Nation.
She was dressed like Janet Jackson would.
I liked what her daughter was wearing. Her coat was really cool.
Her daughter harassed me, and so I had to make sure to harass her back.
Oh yeah, here's an idea. Ask the cards. Why were the cops there?
I'm not psychic.
I'm not psychic either. I'm about to make up a story.
Because when I was still in Portland, right? And she said that she has to come with me to come pick you up from the airport. I was like, okay. And I was talking to Jules, and like this, we were in the StreamYard, but her daughter wouldn't show her face. She was just showing her hand with all 1,000 rings on. I'm like, well, tell her to like lean in the camera. And she was like, no, we'll see him at the airport. I said, okay, well, I ain't going to say hi to her when I see her at the airport. And then she said, well, what's she going to do is she going to hold up a sign saying, welcome back from rehab with my name on it. I'm like, okay.
Shoplifter. Shoplifter. Somebody stole something. Trying to make a run for it. There's the shopping. Secret stolen.
And they couldn't get out that garage.
Uh-huh.
Were
So
they armed?
Promotion for a shoplifter.
Were they armed?
It doesn't show arms here at all. It's stork, stars, fish. So that tells me changing or someone in.
Should we ask Bosch too?
Yeah, ask the Bosch. With the fish there that says shopping, book, secret, and then mice stolen. So
they stole books.
I practiced self-control yesterday too, because we didn't even go into Barnes and Nobles, and that was a 2-story Barnes and Nobles, and I did not go in there. I was
and
like,
we went in a bookstore. It was like, that was the one with the deck lady.
Yeah, we went to the last bookstore in Los Angeles, and that place was weird, Jen. Like weird, like really weird. And then we ended up at that food market. That was bad. That was so bad.
I've never seen. It was a bazaar, and so it was stuff everywhere, but all smashed together at the same time.
Yeah, like a food court bazaar.
Yes, and it
was bad.
Food court here, one right next to it, and then lines of people everywhere, and they're all walking and talking and coughing and snotting
and people walking around with their dogs. I was like, what the hell?
Dogs are everywhere.
Yeah, I was like, this cannot be up to health code at all.
And they got a sign saying service dogs only.
Yeah,
no, those are not service dogs.
I used to have a 2-story Barnes and Noble near me in Pennsylvania. I loved it.
Yeah, the one at the and at the Irvine Spectrum was 2 stories, and I was like, don't you do it. And then today we went to the bookstore by my house. It's like,
I love the City Lights bookstore in San Francisco where the Beat generation used to hang out and stuff. That's a cool bookstore.
Why was the
Just busy tonight. I hope you're wearing off some energy before bedtime.
that seems like a lot of cops for a shoplifter, though. I mean, damn.
Depends on, I guess, the amount and what happened, if it was violent or.
A man was trying to get money from the cousins.
Loss of money, sham charity.
A man was trying to get money from my cousins. Really, Jules?
At the place?
From DTLA? Downtown LA.
Yes, Joyce, the Strand bookstore. I've been there too. I love bookstores. Trying to buy Ye sneakers.
What? Oh, they call him Ye? Kanye? They just call him Ye?
Yeah, he changed his name to Ye. I call him Ye of the Con.
He dropped the con.
Ye of the Con. Are you pulling tarot cards now? Is that what you're doing?
Wasting money, loss of money, and then there is drunkenness, carousing, creation, deception. Somebody stole something.
It might have been more than one person too, because the mice is like a team, you know?
Promotion, hard work, dedication, loyalty, career, ambition at any cost, desire, broken promises, conflict, adversity, and stupidity.
Smash and grab. Somebody stole some stuff.
They have a lot of that in Chicago. They'll like drive through the windows of stores to smash and grab like Apple products and stuff.
Well, I saw something on the news a while ago where they were doing it all over the US and in LA, and they were targeting all the high-end stores like Louis Vuitton, Hermes, all that stuff, and just going crazy.
Problem here, they carjack cars. So they take a stranger's car and then run it through a window to do a smash and grab.
Jesus. There's one thing I can't stand is a liar and a thief, man. Liars and thieves, no. No,
Adolf Hitler. Kanye.
Adolf Hitler. Yeah, Harley girls.
That's what they're calling him now.
They're calling him Adolf Hitler. I can't. That man is not well. He's not well.
He keeps it up, he may never see his kids again.
No. It's like he's heading straight into ruin.
Endangerment.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I was a judge, though, I'm thinking, especially if it happens once, where he might encounter aggressive people because of his views and all this type of stuff, you don't need to have your kids with you. Like, they need to be, unless you got a whole team of security surrounding you and you only go places that you're not going to run into this type of thing.
I mean, I don't know what the laws are in California or anything, but I mean, I don't know if there could be a case made that he's not stable and shouldn't be trusted to be with his kids. You know what I mean?
Because
like,
they need to see their dad, but they don't need to see him like that.
No.
They're going to see him in an orange jumpsuit if he's not careful.
And their mother needs to keep an eye on their mental health too.
Well, she's more concerned about her plastic surgery than she's in whatever. The whole family is a mess. All them people are a mess.
Publicity.
Court-ordered hospitalization. I don't even know if they can do that.
5150. If they can take you against your will if enough people around you say that you're an endangerment to yourself.
Yeah, but like how many people are around him? I mean,
nobody's going to say that, mind you.
Somebody at this point should have already been blowing the horn
because they're benefiting off because he's the cash cow, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna turn him into nothing. Drain him for what you can, and then when he fizzles out, then walk away.
That's just wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That is so wrong. And it's
Because
sad.
everybody around him can see the car crash coming. They just have to.
Yeah. You know, doesn't he have a manager or what are the when you're famous, you have a manager and you have all those other people that do your PR stuff
Mhm.
and you know.
They're getting paid though.
Yeah, but you would think that some of those people would have the foresight to say, if this guy keeps fucking up like that, I ain't going to be getting paid. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm not going to have a job.
I think I heard right before he got blocked from Twitter, which was amazing that Elon even did that because he's been preaching free speech. I think he had like 14 million followers on Twitter. He had a lot, huge.
Oh, do you remember during the elections, he had one of his people go and harass that lady at the thing, the poll worker. She sent the lady to the poll worker's work, and she sat there and she was talking to her. She's like, "We can just make all this go away," and yada yada yada. And it was at a police station, and it was all recorded. It was all.
I remember
recorded.
that.
You know, it's like, what the fuck, man? Like, I don't. That were anybody else, we'd be in jail already.
Mm-hmm.
Like locked up. No, sir.
So are you cooking, Becca, or did you order?
I'm gonna go. You want to go check the oven, or do you want to stay up here? Like, what do you want to do? Because I made you. Well, I'm going to be making you. What are those things called?
Cheese sticks.
Yeah, cheese sticks.
I'm fine.
You're gonna stay up here.
Mm-hmm.
You want candy?
Is this mint?
It's peppermint. What else do you want?
This. We ate Cuban food.
Yeah, no, let me translate. Johnny took 2 bites of Cuban food.
Okay.
2 bites.
They ate Cuban food. I talked the whole time.
So now you get to eat your portion you didn't get to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny had 2 bites of Cuban food. And what? Oh, you ordered the steak.
That's good though.
You ordered the steak,
Mm-hmm.
and then you had a bite of my pork.
Mm-hmm. And the plantain.
You
And
didn't
the
like
yucca root.
You didn't like the yucca. You didn't like the plantain. You didn't like the. Did you like the rice?
I love the rice, but it tastes like regular dirty rice.
You took 1 bite of the rice.
Because I talked the whole time.
You want marinara too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me.
The when we went to the Cheesecake Factory, I ordered cheese sticks there too. I ate those because those were fantastic, and that's it. And then I ordered meatloaf and all of that, and they bring you these gigantic portions, and I ate like nothing. I took a bite of it to see if it tastes good, and that was it. And I was blah 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 the whole time.
You're enjoying the socializing.
Because it's it was a lot of people from YouTube, and we were all together, and I've never seen these people in person, so we just yapped, or I yapped, and they jumped in when they could. So mm-hmm.
See, that's why you'd be a good teacher, because you can stand in front of a class and yap all you want.
It did. Jules said it took 798 hours for it to go. We all ordered at the same time. My food came like the next day. But I mean, I didn't care anyway because I didn't even eat it. But we got there in tears anyway, because it was me and Jules and Zoomed Out who was in here. We were all there, and we sat down, and Becca was still an hour away, and then Taro Newbie was still an hour away, and so they trickled in eventually, and so we stayed there for maybe like 3 hours. We were there for a long time.
So you had 3 hours to eat and still couldn't get it done.
I'm blah 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 blah. We sat there. It had to be like 3 hours. I had to be because we sat there. We sat there and ordered and ate cheese sticks. Then Becca got there, and then Tara Newbie got there, and so we were. It took a while. We sat there a long time. Like the table next to us changed 3 times. Like the people got up and new people came in. They got up, new people came in 3 times before we left.
It's fun meeting people from YouTube and putting a face with the name.
Oh Lord, do not. Oh Lord Jesus, Jewel, Lord have mercy. So it was these 2 cheering. It was 2 girls. They were a couple, right? We sitting at the table. I'm sitting here, Becca sitting here. Well, it's more like I'm sitting here, Becca sitting here, and then Tara Newbie sitting on the other side of her. And then on that other side of Tara Newbie is a table with these 2 girls sitting at it. And they I don't know how old they were. They were kids, they were young. And she had her napkin on her lap, and then the other girl had her hand underneath that napkin. And I'm like, Lord, why y'all doing this right here in the Cheesecake Factory? We outside, mind you, outside underneath the canopy and all that. And I'm like, I'm looking at Becca because she talking and Tara Newbie is talking, and I'm like, but I'm looking at them, but they sitting right next to them, and I'm like
right in eyesight.
I'm like, wait, so you got to look and not look at the same time? It's like, what are you doing? That was too much going on at the Cheesecake.
Take it home. Take it in your own room.
Mind you, they had jeans on, so it ain't like she was doing anything. But at the same time, you was trying to. So I'm like, okay.
It's like, go get in your car. There's a lot of places you can
what
get
y'all
away.
Gonna do is y'all gonna have one of these rednecks come in here and start screaming at y'all. And we gonna all have to fight. So that's what I'm like. And I'm looking at them talking, and I'm looking at them not talking, and I'm looking at y'all. I'm like, okay, that's too much going on. That's too much going on for me. The food was good. I did take it. I took it in to-go box, so I ate a little bit the next day because I found when you don't eat nothing all day, you're hungry the next day. And so I didn't eat anything because I'm sitting
And
there.
you're being more active walking around, so you're burning calories.
And so, but when I get up, I feel like, I'm in Ethiopia somewhere. It's like my stomach is like turning knots. It's like ain't nothing in it. That's why. You ate cheese sticks once all day. So I got up, I heat up the meatloaf that I got. It was actually really good though. And I ate some of that. And then we went out. That's when we went to LA. And then we went to the Cuban restaurant. And I ordered something I couldn't pronounce. And Becca was our translator. And she did a wonderful job. It's like, I'm like, what is she even saying, Jesus? I don't even know. Okay. Whatever she said, that's what I want. I want that thing. But it was good though. I just, so I didn't eat there either. And then we left there and walked around LA. We were killing time until the forest, basically, but we had like 5 hours to kill. So we had to find things to do. We had ice cream once. And then once we left the ice cream place, then we went to the forest, and then that was it. Like, Lord. We spent too much time in that bookstore, though. I got bored real fast.
I'm surprised you got Becca out of there without like handcuffing her and dragging her. Because I could see you trying to get her out of there, and then you're like squirrel. She's somewhere else.
Because I have a habit of this, as they have found out. We'll go in together, and we're going together, and then I do one of these, and it's so I get distracted. And I did. I went up because I'm looking for tarot decks. I don't want a book because I don't read books. And so my ADD will not allow me to read a book. And so I'm going upstairs. I'm like, well, where are the tarot decks? I found the new age section, and all they got is books on how to read tarot. It's like, well, I got that part already. So I'm like walking around, wandering around, and I see a tarot deck. She had a poster with all of the cards in her deck. And I'm like, oh, there's a tarot deck in here. And then I get in there, oh, you got it already. So it's like, okay, I'm going to buy it anyway, just because I'm here.
My next door neighbor has 3 kids, small kids, and every year for Christmas, I tend to buy them books. He teaches English in high school, and their mom's a teacher, and they're big into reading. They read them bedtime stories all the time. So I have a tendency to buy them books. So, 2 years ago, it was Walter the farting dog. But I go into Barnes & Noble, and I'm in the kids section. I'm just cross-legged on the floor, pulling out all the books and reading. I'm trying to decide which ones to buy. But I buy them, several little books, and has so much fun picking them out. I always buy them one that has cats in it.
Where do you live, Desiree? Because I have to make one more trip out here at least, because Tarot Newbie was not able to hang out with us the whole weekend. And so, because she had to work. So she was able to hang out with the, when we went to the Irvine.
I think she said she was in Long Beach.
Actually, you know what? I shouldn't have asked you that because I don't even know where that is.
LA area.
Okay, then you live in LA. Okay. Okay, I know where that is. Because it's like where I live is one name. You go 2 miles, it's another name. You go 2 miles that way, it's another name. It's like I live in Portland, but I don't live in Portland. Like at all.
I was trying to remember where it was I lived, where you go down the road and the name would change like 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Nashville's like that too. When I go to Nashville to visit Beth Cat and my sister, they live in the Nashville area. You're driving on a road and the name, you're on the same road. Why do you keep changing the name?
When I come back though, I'll let you know, because I told Tarot Newbie we'll have to coordinate a time, that way she's able to like hang out more. Because we just had that Cheesecake Factory, and then, which we did have cheesecake. I mean, we were there for 2 years, so we had everything. We had the drinks, we had the food, we had the cheesecake. When nobody hungry after, except me, because I didn't eat nothing. I did eat half the cheesecake though, because that's my problem when I go anywhere. I won't eat the food, but I'll eat the dessert.
I always say start with the dessert. Get the craving out of the way. Eat the dessert so you've got room for it. Then eat the food.
That's what happened. Oh Lord.
Not that I have a sweet tooth or anything.
But it was
Ro finally tuckered out.
tearing up the house. Lord.
Gosh, she's broken stuff this week. I'm like, I hear crash. Now what? Go in there and she's like, I don't know who did that. Looking all innocent.
Yeah, we wore that lady out at the Cheesecake Factory. That place was busy, like super busy. So she had 99 tables too, but she was on top of it. Our food, I mean, it took a very long time to get it. Like most people would have probably been upset because it took a long time to get it. But we were content because we had entertainment at the table. Somebody talked the whole time. Why do I move so much? Why not? No kids, no pets, no other lingering responsibilities.
It's fun to experience different places. I've moved like every 4 to 5 years on average. Relocate, like big moves.
I like it myself. It's nice to be somewhere different. Yeah. Her daughter had to wait on her food too. It took a long time. Like a long time. They got theirs, and then that's it. Like we didn't see food until like Becca almost got there, or she was there, I think. But then hers came right out, and then Taro Newbies came right out. But ours was like in the Bermuda Triangle somewhere. It was good though. Uh-oh. Do I like Portland? Not really. Uh-uh. It's Portland. I mean, I'm not a city person. Like when we went to LA, I could have done without that. So I'm not a city person. I don't like to walk around in the big buildings and the big crowd and that type of thing. I don't like shy away from it, so I'm scared of it. But at the same time, if you gave me a choice, hey, do you want to go walk around LA? No, I don't.
The only big city that I love walking around is New York. LA doesn't draw me in. Other big cities that I've been in, Chicago even, that I live near. Yeah, it's fun a couple of times, and then I'm like done. New York is one of the few cities where I never get tired of walking in it. There's a drive there that you can feel. There's an energy there that is interesting.
I saw their Tres Leche is still in here. When we were doing the tarot class, she was walking, but she had her camera on, and I could see the buildings and the lights. I'm like, oh, I like it there. So I think I would like that too. But like downtown LA, where we were anyway, I don't know what downtown LA means, but we were walking around LA, just smells like pee and weed. I'm like, this is just not for me. I live in the woods. I don't know nothing about this. But Portland is big buildings, traffic everywhere. That's just not my thing. I'm from Oklahoma. All we know is plains and trees. And plains as in flat ground plains and trees. That's it. LA is claustrophobic because there was just too many. Going in that bazaar though, that was bizarre for real. Like you went in and like you got this much room to walk, and there's people everywhere, dogs everywhere, and sensory overload because it's colors and sights and smells, and this like I needed to go to the bathroom. I'm like, okay, let me find where the bathroom is, and I see where it is, and I literally see 9 people going in there at the same time. I'm like, so I know it's not 9 urinals in that bathroom. I know it's not. So I'm not going in there at all. It can't be safe. I'm gonna get the leaping cooties and everything out of there. No.
Even at cities around the world that I've traveled in, like London is another city I can walk a lot in. I enjoy walking there, but Paris is another great city to walk in if you like to walk. You just have to watch out for all the cobblestone streets because you can twist an ankle quick. But here in the States, I don't walk cities like I used to.
Ain't my thing. I like where I live. It's a neighborhood. There's a lot of stores and shops and a lot of things you can go to, but there's no big crowds of people.
Yeah.
Portland is not too congested for me though. It's just a lot of commotion because there's trains and buses in the street and bikes in the street and people in the street. It's like, okay, it's too much. But it's never really the crowd size. It's just too much else going on. Trying to walk around it anyway. Or just driving, then I don't care because I ain't got to pay attention. You do, but
I love to people watch.
Mm-hmm.
I love to find some place to sit down and just watch the people.
That's one thing I didn't do this time. I didn't go to the ocean. I'm not a beach person though, so I don't feel like I missed nothing. But I didn't do that. It might be close to where I was. I don't know. The area that I'm staying in, there's stuff there, but it's like a mile away. So it's still close though. But it's kind of pushed off the road. So you do have to do a little walking. Which I did because I got up at 6 o'clock every single morning, no matter what time I went to sleep. I popped up at 6 o'clock and then went outside and started walking around. Found this little cafe, and again, I know it's cold for Californians, but I'm not from California. And so I go to this little cafe, and they got heat lamps or heat something because they're cold. And it's giving off like for real heat, like furnace heat, because you can see like the smoke and fumes coming off. Thank you very much.
There's more on the stove. I didn't know how much you wanted. So I took it a lot.
And I'm sitting under this thing, and I'm like, I'm sweating out here. And
they're all bundled up in coats.
I went to the hostess. I said, I need a different table because this is not gonna work for me.
You know, it cracks me up because like a lot of people in California, LA area and stuff, like they'll go into Tahoe to go skiing and stuff or go to Aspen and stuff. It's like, how do they handle that kind of cold in the snow? You know, if they can't handle 50 degrees.
And that's all it was, like 56, 50
You
something.
guys making fun of us Californians?
Heat lamp.
Yes.
I'm not a master of French fries. Why am I this heat lamp? Like, I can't do it. I need to sit somewhere else, or I got to leave altogether.
Mhm.
He's doing it again. He's not eating. He's talking. So, Johnny, eat while you can.
I feel like I need to be entertaining those people in here.
Mhm.
Oh, we'll end the broadcast and then I'll eat.
I can end it right there.
You do it. I think my channel.
You're still cooking
I'm the
than
guest.
Johnny's food at the Cheesecake Factory. I just have to put it in the
took
oven.
forever. But I mean, I wasn't in no hurry. We wasn't going nowhere. I paid. So they got their money. They okay.
Oh, did you tell him about the girls?
Yeah.
You did? I missed it. I totally didn't even see it happening.
Hansel and Gretel over there.
Well, they were apparently behind you in eye shot, like as he would talk to you
Every time I'm like, I'm there.
in
They
the
go.
eye line.
I'm like, look over here, look over here, look over here. So you like look and not look at the same time?
I would have been looking like, what are you guys doing? I'm being nosy. What you all doing over there?
Being disrespectful.
They looked young too. They were like what in their early 20s, maybe.
They got a driver's license and said, hey, let's go out the house. Their mama don't know where they at.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, that's who does stuff like that in public when you're young.
Yeah. You know, more power to them. Just maybe next time go behind a bush.
Back seat of the car.
Not at a family restaurant, you know? Like, come on now.
Mm-mm.
Go do it in a dressing room or something like.
Like Trump.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just make sure it's not rape.
Yeah. I mean, they seemed consensual, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Because maybe that's how they get their thrills. You know, seeing they'll get caught.
The other one, but not the other one.
The other
The
one.
black girl.
Uh-huh.
She liked that kind of thing because she was the aggressor. The white girl was doing this the whole time. Like she was trying to whisper to her, like, because she didn't tell her to stop, but she was, you know, I guess shy at the same time.
Oh, so the other girl was like popping her cherry with public situational stuff.
Like
Risque. Risque. Who needs TV when you can just go people watching?
Night, Peggy.
The Cheesecake Factory of all places. Living on the wild side. That's what we do on Friday nights for fun around here. Yeah.
It's a mess.
Good night, Sharon.
Good night, Sharon. I brought Walter the farting dog. What?
A book.
Oh.
I was talking about that earlier because I bought it for my neighbor's kids. He thwarts a home robbery, a home invasion by farting and smelling up the house so bad that the robbers leave.
Children's books. That's funny. I think you might want to take him to the vet though. Like that. Change his diet.
Change his diet.
Mm-hmm.
Your guts is rotten.
Not right. There's something not right with that. Johnny made a friend at Barnes and Nobles today.
We bonded over tarot decks.
Mm-hmm. At first, I thought she was a worker. You know.
Did you tell her you have like 220 and had no business shopping for tarot decks?
It eventually comes out because she was like, "Oh, what about this one? Do you like this one?" And I'm like, "Oh, I got that one. I got like 220. That way you don't have to go through. Do you have this one? Do you have this one? I got a bunch of them."
Well, it's hard in stores because you can't open them and look to see like which ones are labeled on each card. Like it drives me nuts if they're not.
I told her about Trillium Tarot's channel because I pulled it up in the store because she loves Star Trek. And they had the Star Trek Tarot. And she was like, I wonder what this one looks like. And that one, I'm like, well, there's a flip through video. Look it up first before you buy it.
Mm-hmm. They had a Stranger Things tarot deck, Jenny. Stranger Things, the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny almost bought it.
When I got to that section, I had 6 decks in my hand. No, 7, because I had that DC comic one too.
Mm-hmm.
I worked it down to 2.
I helped him. I'll give myself credit for that because we put back the Dragon one,
mm-hmm.
the DC Comics, the Stranger Things,
mm-hmm.
that other funky one that looked kind of cartoonish.
Mm-hmm.
There's another one we put back.
This time of year, they're stocked up for Christmas, so it's a great time to go and see some of the decks you haven't seen before.
Yeah, but I was just surprised that they were at Barnes and Nobles, and considering that we went to Leaf, which is like, I guess, a metaphysical store in a sense. The tarot decks that they had, Johnny wasn't interested in at all.
I got one from there, but
or you already had them. It amazes me that you remember what decks you already have with that many.
You've never bought doubles by accident?
They're distinct. There's one that I don't remember if I have it or not. Every time I see it online, it's black and white and small in a tin, but I don't know if I have it. But I probably don't. So I don't ever buy it, but I don't need it anyway because it's just one of those ones where I kind of like that one, so buy it. But no. But
then you would have to like go through all your decks to see if you have it.
Mm-hmm.
I could go to Barnes and Noble and buy a bunch of books and go back a week later and not remember what I bought and re-buy the same book over again. I've done that a few times.
Yeah.
No, I have a deck that I have 2 copies of, but I have 2 copies of it on purpose. Because one I use on YouTube and the other one I use on a personal reads.
So you purposely keep them separate? You keep the one for personal reading separate from the YouTube ones? Not in the same spot? That's a good idea.
It's actually under my bed because I got a drawer type of thing that you can pull out, and it's in there.
Oh, okay. That's nice. There are just not too many Lenny decks on the market. It's not as popular as tarot, and then you would have to go like on Etsy, and those people like just take stock photos and make their own decks and like charge $40-$50, and it's like it's not worth it. I can do that on my own.
You see key house, but it's like that's a Google image.
Yeah.
There's no real. I mean, there is room for creativity, but it doesn't seem like a whole lot of it's been poured into Lenormand decks.
No, I guess because
or
it's
Kipper
not,
decks either.
They're not well known or very much used. Maybe
But
they don't have the popularity that tarot does.
Like Lenormand's not a scene though. Like tarot's a scene. That's why some people just read the image like the two of swords is this, and the whole blindfold, and it's like it's a scene. But house, it's a house.
It's a house, yeah.
Like you can decorate and put crap out in front of it, but it's still just house.
It's just very simple.
And you don't have to read symbolism in Lenormand. You don't have to, oh, that's a red house, so it means this, or it's a blue house. I mean, in tarot, it's all symbols and hidden agendas and meanings and crap. And
there's none of that. It's just super simple. Like I said, keep it simple, stupid. That's what works for me. And even the simple stuff I screw up. So it is what it is.
I have a Lenormand deck in my wish list right now.
But why?
That's what I said.
Why?
And I don't have an explanation, but it's still in
You
there.
threw all your other ones away.
I got one that Jay sent me. But other than that,
You threw them all away.
you
don't even like them.
I do like them. I just don't take the time to learn how to read them.
Well, there's different tools for different people. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it just some people.
My guides don't read Lenormand. And what's crazy is, like when we're off YouTube and like you and Jen are pulling cards, I understand her cards. If I pull it, I look down and it's jibber. It's like, I don't know what this is. She says, oh, I got the house and the ring and the key and the dinner. I'm like, oh, I know what that means.
Yeah. You're like, oh, I know what that means. It's easier when somebody's there with you explaining it.
It's like, I can't.
I think that's maybe part of the learning process too. Learning how or seeing how other people do it.
Or maybe, yeah, like I said, but maybe I need to learn in a different way. I learned tarot from a book. Or maybe. I don't know. I put them under my pillow and I recognized them. So maybe I had help. But I tried to read that Rana George book. And I'm like, yeah, no. Because I still got it. It's in the phone. So
I learned from watching YouTube videos from Donna Lay's channel. I was like, holy crap, this is exactly what I was looking for. So it just worked out.
I need to probably do it flashcard style, where I pull it and it's got everything it could possibly.
Well, you had the learners, and you threw that out.
They didn't stretch enough.
What do you mean they didn't stretch enough?
Like it had 4 or 5 words it could mean, but not everything.
Everything for every context. So, like in health context, it means this. In a relationship,
she had that. She had those there, but like for instance, the anchor is persistent.
Achievement.
And that's there. Persistent achievement. Like long lasting or whatever.
Stability.
Something
something that is lifelong. Lifestyle.
But that's it. Didn't say it could mean an actual anchor.
And that's the thing about Lenny's. It can be literal, symbolic, or metaphorical. And sometimes you have to figure out when you pull, because the spreads are very simple. 3, 5, 7, 9, and then your grand tableau. That's it. It's simple. And sometimes you have to figure out if it's answering you and what language it's answering you with. Do you see what I'm saying? Is it being literal, like the house actually means the house, or does it in a metaphorical sense? Is it meaning that it's comfortable? So I guess that's why, the way that you ask too, maybe that has something to do with it.
Because I like cards, period. Like, I would never want to sound disrespectful when I say it, but if you don't use cards, I don't watch it.
Yeah.
Because I like cards. I like the visual aid type thing.
Want me to bring you the rest? There's like a bunch more.
So Roro got her toy into my chair, and now she's laying where I sit.
That's little Mayhem right there.
You're mayhem.
Little Mayhem. So cute. They're getting so big, too.
She's still pretty little. I would bet she's less than 6 pounds still. So for a cat that, like, I've always had like 15-pound cats, big cats.
Yeah.
Skewy is the biggest, and I don't think he's over 8 pounds.
Mm.
They've got some Asian Oriental in them, I think, that makes them a little bit smaller.
Does she
Oh.
eat last too?
She's a pretty good chow hound. She loves people food. Bella, like, she gets her kibble out of her bowl and then she starts playing with it. You know, it's like, that's not a toy. So, like, you walk across the kitchen floor and it's like crunch, crunch, crunch. It's like, Bella, quit playing with the food.
Little chaos right there.
She's gonna be a
I have a
hunter.
water fountain, you know, for them for their water, and Roro's always sticking her paws in there, so the water is always dirty. It's like, I am not rinsing that out every day. Quit getting your paws in there.
Mm-mm.
What is with them in water? I always thought cats hated water.
Not these guys.
Mm-mm.
They take, like, if I leave when the weather's cold, I leave my faucet dripping in the bathroom sink. Roro's in there, like, letting it drip all over her, and then Bella gets in there and lets it drip all over her, and then Skewy.
Isn't Chaos the one that fell into the toilet first, or was it
That was Roro.
Little Mayhem fell into the toilet?
Yeah, going behind me as I'm going down.
They're so bad.
Pandemonium Skewy, little Johnny Fortescue, he fell in the bathtub and he just sat there like, okay, I'm all wet now.
Yeah.
And it bubbles up to, you know, his little chin.
I'll just stay here until somebody figures it out and comes and gets me. Oh, did I show you my art print? This is a new one.
Show him your new plant, Becca.
Isn't that
Which
cool?
book is that from?
From these right here, this series, and then this guy. I've been showing Johnny some pictures of like these digital artists, and I showed him one today that looked like a real person, Jenny. It looked like a picture of a person.
Because he was like, this person does digital art, and I thought it was the person, like the person she showed. I'm like, okay, well, she's gonna show me the art now. No, that was the art.
Yeah, it
It
looked like a
real
real person.
person.
It's amazing what some of these artists can do. Hold on, let me go take this downstairs. I'll bring you more because there's no
Full of cheese now.
you're full of cheese because there's like I think there's like 6 or 7 more.
Oh, I definitely don't.
No, okay, hold on. I gotta. You want to see my plant, Jenny? I hope I didn't kill it.
I fixed these crispy French fries last night, and I was eating them with spicy ranch dressing, you know, Southwest ranch dressing, which I love. And little Becca Bellatrix is like pulling fries off my plate and just playing with them on the floor. I'm like, don't put that under the sofa. What are you doing?
Lucy taught her how to steal food.
Taught her how to steal, but everything's a toy to her. She doesn't eat it. Like Lucy, if she steals food, she eats it. Skewy, if he steals food, he eats it. See, look how innocent she can look.
She's got to ransack in the house.
She's got those little innocent eyes. Yeah.
Tearing up stuff.
Here's my diseased plant.
That's nice though. I like the under.
The
color.
under. These are the leaves. It was crunchy though, Jenny. When I got it at the store, the dirt that was in here, bone dry.
It looks kind of like an angel wing begonia.
That's what it is. It's an angel wing begonia. But like the tips are crunchy. Like there's one leaf here that it's crunch fest. And then like, I don't know if you can see, like pieces right here where the new leaves were coming in, just dry as all get out. I was like, oh my God, this poor plant. See, look at that. So I put it in Leica and I'm like, God, I hope I didn't fuck it up and kill it. So
Get a little plant food and give it. Begonias love plant food.
oh yeah, there's
A little miracle grew.
There's nutrient solution down here. Hold on, I can get this out. Oh Lord jeez. Help me, Johnny, help me. I should have put packing tape on here to make it easier on myself. See, but like the plant food goes in there. It's all water. So I hope it didn't because this thing was in bad shape. So we'll see. I hope I didn't kill it though by switching it over.
It'll perk up in a few days.
It's just like the tips are really crunchy. All the new growth that was coming in. It's like, look at that. I didn't do that. It was like that from the store. It's like, oh, this poor thing. But yeah. And then I showed you the picture, Jenny, the other one that I ordered. It's like this, but it's the leaves are actually shaped like bat wings instead of angel leaves.
Wow.
So I'm like, that looks freaking cool. So I got it. And I hope I don't kill it.
You coming up?
I made my first moss pole so that it can grow. So I made this. Oh, it needs to be watered again. Actually, yeah. So I made this thing. And then so that the plant can climb up there. But I think I need to water it again. I just made this thing too. It's dry. Yep. So we'll see. I'm gonna take that.
If you want to.
Yeah, okay.
I ain't gonna tell you not to.
Okay. You want anything else? You want water?
Mm-mm.
Soda? Nothing?
Mm-mm.
No more baking soda.
Mm-mm. I had ginger ale. That was good enough. Thank you. This was supposed to be my dessert, but this is awful. And I got 2 of these things.
What you doing, Skewy? Skewy has a habit of laying on the floor, so you have to watch where you're walking all the time, or he'll get underfoot.
Poor baby. All right, you guys. Well, I'm gonna log off of the StreamYard.
Thanks for joining us on the live stream tonight, guys.
Thanks so much. And then next week we'll be on Mr. Johnny's channel.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. And I don't even know if I'm going to go live this week. I don't know what's going on with my life right now.
I was going to, but it turned into recordings instead.
Oh, all your stuff that you had planned?
I would love to see a grand tableau on Jack Smith just to get a timing feeling for some of the investigations, because he's going to town with the grand juries.
Oh, that's the new Jenny. What was he brought in to investigate? What is he special counsel for?
Special Merrick Garland brought him in as special counsel to do the January 6th investigation with that grand jury, and also for the stolen documents. So he's handling both. Yeah. Well, there's actually like 3 grand juries in DC now. So I forget what the other one was.
So what would the other one be for? Because they got the stolen documents, the insurrection. What would the third one be for?
I am trying to remember.
They're actually right now too. DOJ and January 6th are having some issues between each other.
Well, they've been having issues though, right?
Mhm.
Because the DOJ wants the documents. The commission is saying, well, you'll get it when we're done.
Mhm.
But the January 6th, at least in the House, might get shut down. But then that doesn't mean it can't be moved to the Senate for a Senate committee. So it's not like it's gonna end.
And the DOJ was like, well, you have information that would help us not have to start from the beginning. So can you give us this information, please? No.
And what happened with so now the House is getting Trump's tax returns as well?
Mhm.
They got them, and they're also trying to do their January 6th report from the committee on January 6th. And Sheldon Whitehouse is calling for an investigation on SCOTUS.
Yeah, I saw that because of the bribery scheme that came out where they were bribing what, $35 million worth of bribes. That's insane. And then they're completely incapable of self-governing or having any ethics oversight in their own thing. It's like they're just completely untouchable and able to do whatever they want with no consequence. Because what's his name, Roberts, isn't going to clean it up.
Yeah,
You know,
they're going to have to get it balanced for somebody to put in a ethics control for the.
because there's no oversight.
Congress is going to have to vote on an ethics control for them.
Yep. I wonder how that's going to play out though with with the slight Republican majority, because Republicans are just not going to. I'm just curious. Have you read on what the new Congress is going to be like now that it's Republicans in charge? I mean, is it going to?
We did not read on that specifically. We read, I think, last week on what is Biden's relationship going to be to the House, and then we did to the Senate.
Okay. Because my cynical brain, my skeptical brain is saying this is just going to be a crapshoot of every week trying to impeach Joe Biden over something stupid. Like he wore a blue tie today, impeach. Like just something stupid all the time from the crazy wing of the party.
They're going to use the student loan thing as their first. Try to get him because he's overreaching and abuse of power and blah, 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 and all this type of stuff. So
then impeach yourselves, bitches, because you all took a bunch of money and got it, and it wasn't. Some of you took hundreds of thousands. Other of you took freaking millions. Mm-hmm. So impeach yourselves. I'm just wondering if it's just going to be like a
lame duck.
Not lame duck, but a complete circus with with the crazies in the Republican Party. And the only reason that they won was because of New York, but you would think that they would learn from what just happened in the midterms and maybe try to tone it down a little bit to not turn off even more people. Mm-hmm. But
maybe I'll do that. I'll do a reading on the House and the Senate, but I'll do like a regular 10-card spread and then I'll do a tableau thing.
A tableau on the Republican House?
See what it look like.
You're going to do it now or later? Yeah, so.
I need the little cards.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. It's been a lot.
See you all next week.
Bye-bye.
Same time, same mayhem.
Chaos, mayhem, and pandemonium. Bye, everybody.